Sunday. What's going on around? How we doing? Mic check. And all that. What's going on? Talk to me. Let me know how the levels is. Sunday, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody in there. Aim down scope. What's going on? Van down. Okay, I think I know what you talk about. Let me go. Yeah, that was a good one. King gonna have a lot to say. Lost Forever Plays. What's up? No doubt. Doovie. What's going on? Death Mobile, the homie. What's going on? Good to see you. And of course, the legendary Gerald Mack. Appreciate you, brother. I saw the video. You know what I'm saying? That be giving motivation, man. It gives a lot of motivation to get up and do the show. Little tired. The Lord's tired. Everybody's doing a lot of stuff right now. We got PAX coming up, so we've been prepping for that. You know, work's been crazy for me. So, you know, what's going on, Daniel McGee from, I can't even say Facebook, Meta. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? But yeah, it's been a lot going on. So, you know, we kind of burning the candle, but we're going to recharge. PAX I'm super hyped. You know what I mean? Oh, man, we got the bestie in there. DJ Oros, my man. Sunday. Remember them commercials? Salute to the homie. Good to see him at GCX. That's going to be fun. AKW, what's up? Phantom Knife, what's up? Atomic Sands, what's up? C-Mac, what's going on? The Elden Lord versus the Iron Lords. Okay. I see what's going on. Black Conflict X. Let's go. See, I had to show up. Black Conflict X is here. It's on now. You know what I'm saying? DJ or hashtag bestie. The bestie is in the building. Hey, bestie. Getting it out now. Lydia Master, what's up? You know what I mean? Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter, man. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk to y'all for a little bit. King will be rolling through. Gotta find Addict. I know he's up. Well, we gotta find him. No Solve today. No Solve. Solve told y'all last week. He's doing okay. He just got a big move going on. So he will not be here. We won't see him. I won't see him actually until PAX. We're gonna meet up there in Boston. So we'll get up in there. And then yeah, he's taking care of business. So no Solve today, but send some love, even though King don't be liking me to send love to Solve when he missed the show. Anyway, let me go see if I can find the young wolf, see what's going on with him. Get King up in here, and we're going to still have a good show. And like I said, salute to y'all for pulling up on Easter. I know everybody usually spend time with their families and stuff like that. So we don't expect like a crazy show, but it's just cool to see everybody pull up anyway to hear what the Lords are talking about. So we're going to get to it. I'm going to talk to y'all.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and you know, we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look, y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal, and haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them reins. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got no, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I want to do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just keep that going.
Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars, and I'm going places. Better tell a Uber, cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just super
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
super
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
super
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
super
that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So, look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got... Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep
nervous.
that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got... Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep
nervous.
that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got... Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep
nervous.
that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do,
Don't
man.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that,
nervous.
keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do,
Don't
man.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep
nervous.
that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part. I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young wolf, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Carnito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stuntin', but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
All right. We were late, but I need to know, mic check, if the realm can hear us and make sure they can hear y'all. That's the main thing right now. Is we having all type of issues today. So mic check, talk to the people right quick, because I'm not even getting a volume level. Let me know if y'all can hear Addict King. Let me know. Can you hear? This is gonna be the very. You can hear them. You can say hear Cog though, but what about them? What about the Lords? See, just you. Hold on, talk. See, can't hear anybody but. See, they talking. They saying King is mute. That's the thing. All right, give me a sec. That's what I was worried about. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Hold on a second. Remember that? All right, let's switch. Put it to the floor.
What was
All
that,
right.
Chef Boyardee?
Now I'm seeing levels. I'm seeing levels. We. All right, what about now?
We outside?
King's purple coat's talking.
Can y'all hear me though? That's what I'm
Can
talking
y'all hear them
about.
now?
Yeah.
All right, Gene says good. AKW said he got King. All right.
Okay, there you
Addict,
go.
Griggity.
Yo.
All right.
You guys hear me?
Yeah. We back. We paid the bill in time for the show. All right.
Yeah, man. We sit there and we was like, "Yo, Cog, did you pay the Streamlabs bill?" He's like, "Oh
Listen,
gosh,
man.
I gotta be right
It was
back."
a rough month. I was in the club. You know what I'm saying? I might have blew that.
Powder, the
I
powder.
might have blew the powder.
Cog
Listen.
invested into a deal he couldn't resist.
Listen, man, that advanced GG it just blew all the money right now, man. We re-upping.
He blew the bag.
So welcome and happy Easter to the Iron Lords Podcast, LLC, and also live on lordsofgaming.net. We're not going to be professional today. It's that type of day. And today
right.
we've got HideoKojima and PlayStation Studio rumors, HaloInfinite Battle Royale rumors, gaming subscription guidelines, and European sales data to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. So let's introduce the four. Well, we missing one horseman. Shout out to Solve. You say getting his move on. Brother, we will see you at PAX, which we will be at. So salute to him. You know what I mean? But we still got three other horsemen and a special guest that came in with his cape on. So shout out to my co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, Lord of his own world, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict. How we doing, sir?
Doing pretty good, man. You know what I actually got back into? Minecraft. I ain't played Minecraft in years, years.
All right.
And I didn't realize how much that game has changed over the years.
They're saying Dirt and Addict are low. So just make sure your levels low.
I'm low. I'll switch mics right now, but I'm eventually gonna have to switch back.
Yeah, because Addict got the busted chair. Everything's busted today. Just let you know, you got the busted chair. I got the busted headphone.
I got the busted phone.
Yeah. Yo.
All right. How does that sound?
Am I better?
All right, a
better?
little bit. Yeah, you a
Does
little
that
bit.
sound better?
Attic is higher, but Griggity sounds low. Dirt. Make sure your Windows levels is a little higher. Yeah, Dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Game Perspective. You already know. Okay, cool. They say they all sound fine, but yeah, just a little.
Do I sound fine?
Yeah, better.
Yes, sir.
Better. There we go. Okay, cool.
Let's go.
So anyway, Attic, what was going on with you, man?
Yeah, so I've been jumping back into some Minecraft, man.
Okay. Okay.
How you like it?
They changed that game drastically. Like it's not the same game anymore. Like they have these realm things now where like people can put mods. Now I know people have people don't for some reason the mod community don't like when people try to profit off their mods. I don't know what that's about. Like they prefer everything to be free, and it's just like, look, if these people put this kind of time into making these mods, you know, they should be compensated for it.
I feel that.
Like what's funny is the same people want support the dev, but they don't want to support the people making the mod. It makes no sense to me, but it's been a fun time. You know, me and my friend, we bought a realm.
Okay.
Where it's like open 24/7.
So just come in. We keep the light on.
Keep the light on for you. No doubt, no doubt. So I'm just surprised. Like, what got you back into that though? Just playing.
Just Zachary's been trying to get me to play for years, and I was just like, you know what? Well,
He lying.
I got nothing else to play. There ain't nothing else out right now.
He
Like,
lying. It was the ray tracing.
Yeah, I was like, the ray tracing rumors got you.
Yeah.
oh no, when have I ever cared about anything like
I
that?
know.
You don't care about that.
This is the
Yeah,
episode.
it's just something else that like. I'm not gonna say that there's absolutely nothing to play right now, but like it's stuff that interests me. It's far in between.
No doubt.
So it's just like, you know, I went ahead and was like, I might as well just go ahead and play what I could play, you know?
The realm is they harassing you. What happened to Addict's camera? Let's see his build.
My build is perfectly fine.
You don't want to show off your build?
Here's what happened. Like, I guess the welding on my chair was generic when it was made. So it like snapped in half, like the bottom part that connects my chair to like the little roll spin things with the chair, with the wheels.
Yeah, the rolly wheel.
And like I have to sit in like a kitchen chair right now. And the reason I don't have my camera on is because I might have to switch.
You to put the camera on so people can see that shit.
Nah.
I mean,
Yo,
I'll
remember
show
the
you
old
guys the
school
chair.
kitchen
You
chair?
gonna
Dirt?
leave the mob
Like y'all gotta
alone.
see this chair that he working with, y'all.
Maybelline chair.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh,
He got the old school backbreaker.
remember them joints?
And he got no cushion. So
With
you
no
already know
cushion.
his cheeks is dead, son. You got 5
It's
minutes
pretty
with
bad,
those
man.
cheeks.
Look, that's the
pretty bad.
bastard cheeks joint.
You got 5 minutes with those cheeks, son. They done.
No cushion, no back support.
Nah, no
man.
circulation.
Yeah, man.
Your
It's
cheek
rough
muscles
in these
will
streets
get you
right
in
now.
trouble.
It's rough.
Man.
I feel you. No doubt, no doubt. So that's been it, sir?
Yeah, that's literally all I've been playing is Minecraft.
Well, that's the only thing holding back the flatulence. He better hold them
done.
cheeks together.
Yo, what away in the building? What's going on, bro?
That's why I'm color purple chairs.
Yeah, yo.
You told Harpo to beat me?
And of course, when we don't got my brother Saul, a technical gaming lord, send him some love. He is moving. He's okay. Cause just for the record,
Show him some love. What the hell happened this week?
we will see our brother in PAX East along 108 Dragon TV. What's going on, bro? I see you.
108.
What's up in the building? You already know.
That's my homie.
Oh, yeah, of course. And of course, we still got the incredible Hulk of this, a.k.a. the XS Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
King of the statues, demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved and a successful live show combat talk.
Yes,
Lord King,
sir.
how we doing, sir?
First of all, I want to thank everybody. The 1K views that I did get
Salute.
from the debut show.
Salute.
It was fantastic. And the dudes that rock with me throughout the whole show, my peoples pulled up, sent in super chats because they thought I could only see color. No, I had on my glasses yesterday.
Yeah, you had the clear joints. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
I'm doing better than Ugas.
Suicide talking reckless though. He said, I'm sorry, your man got beat down last night, King.
Who, Ugas?
I don't know what. I guess he trying to imply.
I guess he want to put that. He want to add Ugas to me. God bless. If you think Ugas on my side, whatever. You know. Last night was a great night for boxing. Errol Spence went in there, and see, this is what I tell you, man. You don't be counting your chickens before they hatch, and don't be saying some stuff that you can't back up.
Oh.
They told Spence that his eye won't stand up for the fight. because remember he had the eye injury.
Yes.
Why did they stop Ugas?
Mm.
Why did they stop the fight?
That's a good
Because
point.
your eye literally was folded up into the side of your head. My wife and I have realized this thing about Spence.
What's up?
All that stuff y'all talk, all that fodder y'all give this dude,
Energy.
he is probably the most malicious, petty dude in boxing today. On God and them. He gonna get a hold of Crawford.
See?
And I'm gonna tell you what he gonna. First of all, Crawford's light in the butt. He a little dude.
Okay.
All right, and
He
everybody
looked
gonna
nice
say,
though. He looked nice.
listen, he looked nice fighting Joe Schmo and Tiggy Hishi.
Why I gotta be Joe Schmo?
Then
Come
he
on,
fought
don't
his
do
friend
that.
Sean Porter, and then they jobbed. Sean Porter jobbed that night.
Oh,
He jobbed that night.
man.
Next day he retired. Then the next day, Crawford on my show. You beat my butt the night before. I'm not on your show tomorrow. I don't care.
Man.
Nah, he jobbed that night. I don't care. He made money. He knew he was going out. He jobbed. He put the dude over the top. Go ahead, go inside.
Wow.
Y'all, all that. And I know you're gonna say, oh, but Spence, he got rocked yesterday. Yeah, the mouthpiece came out. He took his eyes off the prize and got hit upside his head. That's exactly what was supposed to happen. His legs were supposed to get buckled and he was supposed to get folded up into the corner. But what he did after that,
No, he
he
didn't.
decided to lunchbox his whole head up and ship it out. Listen, all you Crawford fans, I tell you, he's a savant, but he's a light in the butt savant that's trying to pick his little spots. He could have been Fort Spence, and I told y'all watching the stream. This dude picked the wrong dog to get. You survived a car crash. You survived death. Like
Bro, I seen that,
literally
bro. I seen that Ferrari flip. He shouldn't be alive. Errol Spence should not be alive after that car crash.
He shouldn't be fighting. Okay,
And
if you're
fighting.
alive, you shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah, you should
And
be.
you shouldn't be fighting world champions. All right, so enough about that. Go watch the Combat Talk. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was so dope. Combat Talk will be back again after PAX. And KOS is on its way. That's something totally. That's a live show too. Elden Ring.
Let's go.
Oh man, I made it to this fire giant. First of all, he's not as hard as Kid Smooth and was making it out to be that day. I mean, they did 4 hours fighting this dude, but I made it to the fire giant, and God, you fight him, he's mad big, he's bigger than the whole screen. You got to beat his ankles in until his legs break, and then his legs break.
You gotta rough his ankle up.
Yeah. Then he goes into the second phase, and so he can't run around. He start rolling around on the floor on top of you.
You do enough damage to his ankle, he snaps his ankles.
They just crack up.
Okay.
And then he's on the floor hustling to you, and then he rolls at you. These dudes, they have jokes. It's fun. I love the game. I love if I kill somebody by mistake, I missed that quest, so I got to do a replay.
Well, no, actually, there's actually a mechanic in the game where you'll go to like this cathedral and it says pray for your mistakes and it brings back anyone that have quests back to life.
Oh, word? Oh, you talking about the Church of Vows?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I got a vow, and they said I didn't need any. All right, cool. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I was playing that and Guardians of the Galaxy. Game Pass has been acting up. It's been dropping too much stuff right now. Stuff that I do want to play, but Elden Ring has my soul. So
yeah, see, Elden Ring got you, man. That's what's up, though. You already know. And of course, we got coming in with the cape right now. You got one of my favorite intros when that Wu joint hit.
That Wu-Tang hit.
When I hear that, I'll be like, that's my generation right there.
Hey, you know what I love about it? I don't get demonetized.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
was behind. RZA did not see
myself.
this.
Yeah. Hey, I just tried it the first time. I said, okay, they missed this one. I kept on doing it. Hey, I don't get demonetized.
I love it. The legendary Lord Dirt Griggity of the WBG Xbox podcast. What's going on, sir?
What is up, man? Yo, I can't listen, man. Listen, I've been waiting to get on this show. Nah, I've been on here twice within a couple months, man. What's going on?
Listen, man, you doing things right. You doing things
Thank
right,
you,
man.
brothers.
No
Thank you, my
doubt.
brothers.
Thank you for pulling out for us, man. Again, coming through. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate
No
that.
problem,
Let's
man.
get a couple of Super Chess Addicts. You got them on deck, or you want me to grab a couple of them?
I can get as many as I can.
All right. I got from the beginning, so, and then you could just catch me up. Because now these going to be, you already got them?
No. You.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
have-
I got from the
I
beginning.
don't have
So
the exact-
yeah, so this is gonna be a little messy because we don't got solved today. So excuse us. All right, so we got my man. Looks like Skywalker the Jedi. Oh, that was from yesterday though. You was talking about the fight and all that. Okay, Evan P. $20 super chat. My favorite Iron Lord to watch. Okay, no, he's talking about the fight and all that. My man looks like Into the Mind of Phil Spencer. What's good, King? At work watching his stream. So that was last night. And then we got Happy Easter. Okay, Sith Lord. Happy Easter, my lords. I hope you're all having a great day. Salute. You already know. And we got KO3 Black Truth, $5 super chat. Happy Easter to my favorite OGs and the Young Wolf, no doubt. Hard Fine with the $2 super chat, being very messy. Y'all even got Attic or CP time. Wow. That's crazy. DT, y'all know what CPVs for those that know. DT Taylor, $5 super chat. Great watch party last night, King. We got paid last night.
Oh, that's what's up.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Big Cloud Gaming, shout out. $2 super chat. Everybody send a prayer for Addict's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Y'all see that shit. Shout out to Italian Clowns, $10 super chat. All hail the king. Shout out to Clowns, you already know. Hollywood rules, $2 super chat. Excellent job, King, on Fight Talk. Hashtag dead cheeks. He talking about Attic again.
That's what's dead cheeks.
Yo, you wild crazy.
Oh, come on, man. Leave my man Attic alone, man.
Yeah, man, they getting on that. They saw that chair. I almost wanted to put it on the screen. The chair's so funny. All right, we got you. Then we got, let's see. We got KO3
Didn't
again.
after a certain age, they started coming out with mandatory cushions for those.
Yes. Those are the backbreakers. Shout out $5 super chat. Dirt was good. I've been listening to you. TTS that last few weeks. Love the show. Real talk. You hashtag POS. Okay. You got your gang members
Shout
in here.
out. Yeah, shout out to you.
You got your shooters in here. I already know. I know what TTS mean.
Yeah, they start talking that TTS. Boy,
He's like, uh-oh. He said,
what set you banging?
Apollo Cooper, $2 super chat. The ray tracing twins are here.
Oh,
King and Dirt.
yeah, baby, let's go.
That's why I wore the purple. Purple on purple.
Okay. Lucius
let's
Augustus, $5 super chat. Salute to the ILP and Dirt. No other podcast compares to your professionalism after what I saw this weekend involving Jaffe. Yeah, shout out to Jaffe. He going through it right now. The Twitter comment. Oh, the comment boys is not happy.
You didn't see it?
You didn't see
so
it.
we ain't gonna talk about it, brother.
Yeah, it's very serious right now. Do not mention the word DLC. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't mention, streets is talking, bro. Streets is
I
talking.
couldn't see nothing. My phone was messed up.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
sent it to you in the DM, King.
Yeah, send it to him. Send it to
I
him.
I sent it to you in the DM.
Send it to him. Yeah, it's real serious right now. But of course, we got the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi Lord Cognito, spreading that rumors in the realm of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Shout out to Finding Duke. Shout out to Maddie Plays. Had a banging Last Stand media joint with Defining Duke. It's up right now on YouTube. We're talking about the Certain Infinity joint. We start talking about just usual Defining Duke banter. King, you'll love it because we had somebody asked us like embarrassing moments in gamings, and I brought up all the things we used to do to people, and people that broke their bike, and people that had to carry other people down the street when they lost in the game. The walking in that, the hazing, the butt naked walk. They got all the stories. So if you want funny stories, definitely check out Duke for that.
Yo, Dirt. The craziest thing, man. I gotta say that. I gotta say the butt naked joke.
Oh,
we can't just throw butt naked.
We just can't throw it out there without context.
So we playing NBA live, right? It was live, right?
I think so.
Or was it 2K?
Might have been live.
Okay, no, I think it was 2K. I think it was 2K. Oh, it could have been live. The Kyrie Irving, whatever one.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I take Scottie Pippen. I don't care what you're gonna do, or Iverson. If I take Iverson, it's a wrap. Right. So I'm playing my cousin, and I'm talking hella doodle dog crap, right? I don't play this game, but he do. This is his joint. This is bread and butter. So you know how when somebody says something so outrageous, you're supposed to back down?
Right.
He said, if you lose, you got to walk down the street butt naked.
Wow.
So I said, all right. And that goes for you too. If you lose, you gotta walk down the street butt naked. No, he expected me to back down and cower because I knew this wasn't my game.
Right.
Yo, Dirt, he played around and toyed with me all the way to the fourth quarter. And he thought he can turn it on in the fourth quarter. I am not gonna lie, it was my greatest comeback. I was down. 3 points. No, I was
Mhm.
down. I was down 2 points.
Mhm.
I was down 2 points from the corner inbound. I don't know if it was Scotty or I don't know if it was Iverson. Buzzer sounds.
Second shot.
Money.
Oh,
Cash money. He went from my life is good to oh my God, I'm naked in the streets.
oh man.
How did this
On the
happen?
last second shot too.
How
Oh
did
man.
this
The
happen?
last second, the buzzer beat everybody in the house going buck bananas. And they're like, you gotta get outside, you gotta show them cheeks. But I'm not gonna lie. he took his pants down, he walked down the block, and I salute him. But I'm telling you right now, I'm scared to death.
Stories, bro.
That's funny. That's
You
funny.
already know. Shout out to What Away
That's funny.
Dragon that pulled
my
up.
dude.
Away.
You already
You know
know.
what's crazy?
What's up?
There's a version of that story where your man puts on the sex offender list because he's exposed, like over a video game.
Over a video
man.
game.
Ain't happening.
That's
Ain't
how I used to
happening.
go.
Nah, see,
That's
if a black dude walking down the street in the Bronx and he butt naked, they just gonna think he on drugs. They don't care. I'm like, oh, he's smoking. He's smoking.
Powder. Anyway, yo, shout out to What Away Dragon TV pulling up of the Dragon's Den. What's
up?
going on,
Hold
bro?
away.
What up?
Chilling.
Yo, listen, first of all, I had a long night. Fight
I
night
can see.
parties in New York is crazy, but this the only podcast that can pull me out my bed while I'm watching my podcast on the phone
Appreciate you,
and
bro.
get me up. Had a long night, so I'm gonna be taking some water breaks.
Appreciate you. That we gonna need you. What Away gonna be in the building, PAX East with the Lords. You know what I'm saying? So get it out
you
your
know
system now.
Sleep yet.
Get it out your system now. But what's been going on with you, bro?
I feel like you guys.
Oh, yeah, your eyes.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
eyes
I
swole.
know.
Swole up.
Right. Yeah.
No doubt.
What's
no
good, y'all?
doubt.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Always,
You know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Addict, do me a
Shout out to my
solid.
man King, you know what I'm saying? Looking out here, looking like Barney. Looking sexy Barney on deck. Let's get it.
Hey,
Sexy
hey,
Barney.
make faces about that. Hey,
That's what it's the coat for the Spaces gangs. You already know.
You got to do it. You know, 30 days of coach is still popping. This that Marmont. So if y'all want to go Google the price, go Google that.
Oh my God.
Every time y'all make a
Echelon of
space.
wearing fancy coats. Let's get it.
Yo, Addict, do me a solid. I think we missed Donald Taku. Donald Taku's member.
Let me go back.
Yeah, so check
My
that
wife
out.
said when they make a toy of me, they're gonna make it with multiple coats so you can switch
Yeah.
out my coats.
Yo, you stupid. You're ridiculous. Let me know if you find. Get that
Each
other
coat
from
got a
Jeff,
different
Addict.
superpower. And you got the Ciroc special coats.
member.
He said it was a member chat because I can't. Yo, do me a
Just re-put it in the chat and tag one of us.
yeah, Donald
Look,
Taku.
you guys gonna have to be very patient with us because not all like I'm not at my PC.
He got. I saw
So,
that
like,
chair
like
too.
if so if you guys if we miss something, you're just gonna have to re-put it in the chat so we can read
Yeah,
it. Then
Donald
just
Taku.
tag one of us in it.
And don't expect them to get up and sprint across the room because his legs is jelly.
All right, no doubt. Let's see if we got.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Hollywood Rules. Follow super chat. Happy Easter to my ILP bros. ILP is the pregame to my Brooklyn Nets. Listen to Fight Talk on my birthday last night. Dope weekend. Praying for
birthday.
Addict's cheeks with that chair. No doubt. Jigga J,
Happy
$5.
Easter.
Yeah, Jigga J, $5 super chat. Swami King, please tell these fools that the Activision deal is going through and PlayStation is not gonna buy Kojima production. Long live Kojima, Xbox Cloud exclusive. He got the inside
Let them
track.
have some hope, please. Don't shut the door down on their head. They ain't got no games right now. Just let them live.
I'm done. Wow. Flame with the $5 super chat. Happy Easter Sunday, my ILP brothers. Hope you all have a great show. And remember, Kojima is a whack game developer. Oh, slander. What are we doing? And I missed Forte. Oh, man, we all over the place today. They saying we missed Forte. I ain't even seeing them joints. What's going on? Addy, you gotta help me out, bro. I see Mecros. Yeah, Mecros has some joint. We gotta get Forte. Oh, that's crazy. Let me refresh now. We gotta get Forte. That's a violation. We don't get that. You know what I'm saying? We missed Donald Taku. I'm pulling up the old joint right quick.
The reason that I get frustrated with these member chat things because they're nowhere, they're not written
Yeah,
down anywhere.
member chats
Like,
don't even
yeah,
show.
they
If
are.
you
Yeah,
don't see them
yeah.
once, it's a wrap.
It's a
Like,
rat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yo, I'm not seeing Forte super chat. Fam, I'm looking through the joint.
Put it back in the chat. Tag one of us and put it
I'm
back
on my
in the
phone.
chat.
I don't see his.
Yeah, I don't see it, Forte.
I'm looking. I don't see it.
Did you pay the bill? I'm just joking.
It declined. It declined. It came. It kicked
Yo,
back.
how you gonna say
So you
this?
said, hold on, you said the super chat declined?
I'm done.
It kicked back. It kicked back.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that to
man.
my
I
man.
just tell Forte that.
Check your deals, God. No doubt, no doubt. I got you. Hold on 1 second. All right, so cool. We all caught up there. Did you find anything though, Attic? Just before I keep
No,
going?
I looked again. Like,
Yeah, it's not there.
and
It's
the
like
only
YouTube's
thing that
bugging out.
The only thing that shows up on our end is super chats. Like, the only way we could see the members if it's red before it leaves the chat. So if you did a member chat, just tag us and put members chat, and then tag one of us in that chat, and we'll read it.
Okay.
Don't tag me.
You're ridiculous. No doubt. So check that out. We got the Friday Duke Ultimate Patreon episode. Check that out. We had my man Ty Travis, Ty Richardson of Watch Mojo talk about freelancing, just how to get in the game, the stuff for the IGN that was going on. Shout out to the Last Word, Ty Guy again, and Ebontis. Got a great shirt by my man Save the Blade came on. Really cool dude. Helps a lot of people do raids and all that stuff. For me, as far as gaming, it's been MLB The Show. Destiny, still getting my little Demio for the home team. Gotta shoot the home team. You know what I'm saying? So I've been rocking that. All right, let's get into this poll right quick. Last week's poll results are in. The people have spoken. With the latest GDC tech demo of UE5, which Xbox Game Studio project has you most excited in terms of graphical fidelity? The winner in a very competitive 45% of the vote was Hellblade 2, coming in at a razor close second place at 40% of the vote was the Messy Lords. I don't care. Y'all already know whatever Coalition is doing, they are the lords of Unreal Engine 5. So bend the knee group. In third place, only 12%, Outer Worlds 2, rumored on Unreal Engine 5. And in last place, sadly, with only 2% of the vote, was Redfall. They did not. They was not impressed.
Redfall, I got to see more on Redfall before I get excited for Redfall. Like,
Okay.
Nothing what I saw, like, and I've never really particularly liked those type of games. I just got to see more in terms of what that gameplay looking like.
There's the same guy that's happy.
Arcane.
There's over what was that?
What?
The Guardians of the What's that game? Starlight or whatever the hell it is.
Starfield.
Yeah.
Nah, he wasn't happy.
You act like
I'm messing with
Starfield.
him.
You messy.
gotta
You
go
messy.
at him.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
messy
gotta
because
go at
Attic been consistent with Starfield. He was not happy. Remember, we was at the E3 joint.
I'm messing with him.
You getting yourself confused with me, man.
I'm messing with you. I gotta attack you. Attack you.
Forte, write what you said and tag me. He said GameStop not paying me anymore. The check, man. I don't know if the check cleared on that super check because we ain't see it.
I got some GameStop points though. They just hit. He sent me GameStop points.
No doubt. THX1138, $5 super chat. God of War DLC Ragnarok full price from Sony Studios. PS5 for the payers. You are messy, sir. You are.
This is true. This is true.
So we gonna
Speak
get
your
into
truth,
it,
sir.
'cause they
Speak your
already-
I think we all knew it was going to be full price. If anyone didn't think that game wasn't going to be full price, then, I got some land that I don't own that I could sell you.
So anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
baby.
So we gonna jump right into the first topic. Hideo Kojima in the news, man. In the news, a lot going on. So shout out to my boy Nicholas Downey of LordsGaming.net. Put up an article about whether Kojima and PlayStation Studios are cooking. So basically, timeline starts off. There was pretty much a simple like first party studios banner by PlayStation. I guess their social teams had shared it, and in there, they found the main character from Death Stranding, Sam, as a focal character in the game, along with the other, traditional IPs from Sony, which led to a lot of speculation that it represented first-party releases from PlayStation. So the question became, does that mean that, the acquisition went down? So Twitter actually, before Kojima corrected, He did retweet the image, that banner, that famed image of PlayStation Studios and that logo. But then after that, I believe from his American account, he retweeted it from his Japanese account, but then from his American account, he says, "I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, but Kojima Productions has been, and why y'all laughing, and will continue to
Tweet
be."
from your American account, or from your Japanese account, but not your American account. There's something fishy with that going on. Oh, for my Japanese audience, yeah, we get that.
Yo, it's
For
lit.
my American audience, nah, stand behind the wall. Don't get too close to me.
That's what we doing. So he said, "Yeah, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, but Kojima Productions has been and will continue to be an independent studio." Twitter is on fire with this. Twitter is on fire with this, so we're gonna set this off. Dirt Griggity, what do you think about what's going on here with Kojima and Play? Are they who's playing games? What's happening?
I think Kojima is trolling. He's enjoying himself. He has the PlayStation fans just up and on, like, what? Listen. Now, I'm not on my podcast, so I'm going to behave myself. I'm going to behave myself.
I appreciate you.
I'm sorry, Lord Cognito, brother. It was hilarious, brother. It was hilarious. I seen many tweets. I'm not gonna say any names.
Mm-hmm.
Take that, you bots.
Oh my!
Kojima
sounds just like Jada.
Kojima is signing with PlayStation. He's being acquired by PlayStation. I saw people call out Jeff Grubb. Jeff Grubb don't know what he's talking about. It was hilarious, but I will say this.
Let's go.
Kojima's having a little fun.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Kojima's having a little fun. We don't know what's really going on.
True,
Me personally, I trust Jeff Grubb, and he said that Kojima is working on the Xbox game.
Right, because that was what was in question. People were like, "Hey, does that mean that the rumored Xbox deal, might be off because of this acquisition, so to speak?" Continue.
Yeah. So, and like, I trust Jeff Grubb because his track record is pretty good.
Yes.
So, I just thought it was funny. This whole situation, and I saw people say, "Yo, Sony did that with Detroit Become Human. They put a character from Detroit Become Human on the wallpaper or whatever you want to call it before." Sony owns the IP.
Okay,
that's it. They own the IP, and I think Kojima was wrong for trolling PlayStation.
108 Dragons TV. Lola Mithias, man, what do you think about this whole Hideo Kojima situation?
No. Call me the name that Dirt changed my nickname to and got people saying it now.
I don't even know. What they changed it to? Dirt?
Lamonius. What do you?
Oh yeah, Lamonius.
Lamonius.
That wasn't me, was it?
I thought it was good people, man, but
that wasn't me, was it?
Yeah, that was you. That was you.
Everybody, yo, chat. Put the lemons in the chat for Lord Lamonius.
I'm about to change his status.
Come on,
good
brother.
book.
Hey, you my brother.
Lamonius. I was like, what?
He's like, who is that?
700 people watching. You can't change my name.
Talk to us,
My
man.
name is patented.
Oh man, you gotta.
Oh, the lemons is coming. The lemons is coming. Shout out to X-Cuddick. Put the lemons in the chat, yo. Yo, even
man.
Christopher Hart laughing. This is a good day.
Chris Hart.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what you think? What you think, Lord Lamonius? What's going on?
Oh my God. Yo, listen. Let me tell you something, man. This dude is like the chick on the corner. He's for rent. You go and purchase a little bit. He's going back to her man. That's what it is, man.
Mercenary.
This dude, that game was financed by Sony. So if they added that to their billboard or they situation, that's because they paid for it.
Okay.
You understand? That's like Microsoft advertising Sunset Overdrive. Same thing. But you know what happens with people? They need cannon fodder. They see this type of stuff. They making podcasts. They just running crazy with no background checks. Nothing to fall back on. That's all it was. So, I mean, they're supposed to advertise their stuff. Okay. It's an exclusive. It's not coming to Xbox. It's only going to PC.
And they own IP.
They're supposed to do it. Okay. So now that they advertise something that they pay for, oh my God, they purchased them. Nobody said that. Okay. But let people run with it.
Fair enough. I do want to follow back just for fairness for both Dirt and 108 with very strong opinions here. Now, we have seen in the past them kind of let the cat out early, but I believe it was like Blue Point, and the banner went up, right? And then they were like, oh no, and then Blue Mark said kind of the same thing. They was like,
That's
no,
true.
we're not acquired. And then the next thing, you know,
I mean, but when we all businessmen here, most of us, right? We all know how things are ran. You know you can't let the cat out of the bag too early.
True.
And the deal is in the works. But once it becomes official, it will be said. So it could be a situation like that, but I just think they just was advertising a game they paid for.
Oh, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord Addict, man, you got some issues with accounts, Japanese accounts, and how Kojima's handling his Twitter? What do you feel about that?
Nah, look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
100. Let's go.
They could buy Kojima. I wouldn't lose a night of sleep. His games never appealed to me. They never will appeal to me. I feel like I have to do some really hardcore drugs to appeal to me. And
Not even Metal Gear though. You got to give him Metal Gear.
Nope. Once they said Delali Lalu, that was it.
But prior to that
was
moment
it. Nah,
in the
he was on
narrative,
that Lalu wave. He got
all
to
right,
go.
King, we not gonna do this. I remember. Wait, hold on.
we definitely gonna do
Kill.
this.
All right, I got to defend Kojima. Y'all wildin'. Now, and y'all know I'm not even a Kojima guy like that. Now, here's the thing. Remember what is it? Metal Gear Solid 2.
Right, bless
It
you.
was the demo, I believe, for PS2.
Ridiculous.
Was at the
rain?
time
Oh my God.
the one that you're on that ship.
Oh, fire.
And you were that was graphical fidelity, cinematics
Amazing.
at its finest. And that was when you could
agree.
put the bodies.
It was a movie.
You could put the bodies inside the little
was a
truck.
movie.
Yeah, the lockers.
I agree.
Key,
It was
Key,
amazing. It was
was
amazing.
You know the only thing I heard in that whole sentence, King?
Oh, Lord.
PS2.
You trying to say back in the day, though?
No, that's the
That's what we
last
do?
time he was great.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
That's
Hey,
like
I agree with
talking
that.
about that nice one, man. He's like, remember that chick back in the day? She was like
She was
20.
nice.
How old is she now? She's like
nice.
60. Oh, she's
Come
old.
on.
Oh, she passed her prime.
Exactly. I agree with Attic on that one.
She's saggy and baggy. She ain't got it no more.
Why? She's right.
I'm done.
That's saggy and baggy.
I'm done.
She ain't got it no more. It ain't there.
Hey, I agree with Attic on that because his last two games, I wasn't feeling them at all. At all.
Like
I
the
be
Walking
telling people.
Simulator.
Walking
You did not
Simulator
like
or
the
Metal
Walking
Gear Solid
Simulator.
5 was
Look,
cheats.
I'm sorry. Until I'm proven otherwise, I'm on that standpoint where it's like maybe Konami kept this man like tethered to reality, so his games actually came out good.
Oh,
wow.
I feel like Kojima Unleashed is not the Kojima that we need.
You like a controlled Kojima. You like checks and
we
balances.
need
your
that.
Kojima.
I really feel like dude. He needs more checks and balances than the government does. Like it's crazy if you think if you look at the game like Death Stranding and you really look at Death Stranding, why did anyone think that game was gonna hit?
I agree with you. On
Like
that one.
we years into marketing and no one could tell you what that game's about.
A lot of people.
And then
like it.
when we ask Kojima, he don't even know what it's really
cap.
about.
Yo, cock. A lot of
Then he
people
got a
like it.
director's cut, like
That's
an
cap.
expensive 4K Blu-ray.
Yo,
Can't be serious.
you don't even get the ILP cap. You get the Hiachi face cap. That's cap.
Why you gotta be
Hiachi face cap.
Don't do it with the Hayachi
Look,
face, bro.
I'm
Don't do
not
that.
saying-
Don't do that.
I'm not saying that the man can't make good games. All I'm saying is you got to start proving that you even worthy being bought. Like that's why when people talking
Platinum.
about him Platinum, another example, Platinum. People talking about
Show me your bill.
people talking about companies being bought, this and that. It's just look, if you sat there and you thought, what can PlayStation buy to combat Kojima? I mean, to combat Xbox. I'm Calvin in the room saying, "Yo, Kojima looking pretty good right now."
Try to mess up the bag. Well, that's what you feel. Lord King, where you at with all this news? PlayStation Studios lurking. You feel this? Oh man, Hayachi face. Okay.
They all had Hiachi face. They all had it. And what's crazy about it, how y'all gonna cap for a chick that was only dating you? She was only hanging out with you. She was only sliding to your house. She was only putting games on your table. But you got here, yo, she exclusive now. Shut up. She could have been exclusive this whole time. Nobody cared. Like, nobody cared. You know what really makes sense? Like,
That makes sense.
it only matters if Kojima signed with Xbox. That only matters. If she if he signs with PlayStation,
Oh God,
it doesn't
please don't
matter.
That never happened.
but you understand this is why I'm saying it. Because they know automatically Xbox has Japanese cachet.
Right.
He signs with the team that he's been playing for forever. That doesn't move the needle in no way.
Okay.
I will say one thing.
Why should we give him a bag? Like, sorry, Ed, go ahead. Sorry.
I will say one thing. I don't agree. Like, look, if he wants to come, if he came on as Xbox as like a studio, I would be a little disappointed. But if he came on as like an ambassador that he's there to strengthen the relationships between Microsoft, then I would be a little bit more on that. And look, just because I don't like Kojima games, there's a lot of people who do. You know, I'd question your sanity
nothing
too.
wrong with that, but they're living in the past. This ain't 92.
But I mean, we wouldn't say Death Stranding sold
come
crazy.
on,
I don't.
man.
As far as the
keep it a
investment,
buck on the Death Stranding joint. He picked the wrong team. The infrastructure wasn't right. The game wasn't exactly what it's supposed to be. So he made his bet over there. He grabbed the bag with the dudes that he was messing with. And why? Because that was a trusted brand. That was somebody he was messing with already. Whatever he does over there is not going to move the needle at all because he's already been over there. So why buy the cow when the milk is free?
All right, so
that don't make no sense.
Shout out to Con Artist. You know, I'm jumping ahead on Super Chat. He's about to make the point that I was about to say. He said, what about Kojima Studios deal could be like Bungie's deal? Because everybody said the same thing when Sony acquired Bungie. They was like, the straight. They were like, why? Because Bungie came out specifically and said, no, we're still independent. We still put our games in. And PlayStation still bought them.
So then what does that say to my whole paradigm that Sony is looking for an end game out? Because if that's the matter, what is the sense? What this is what I'm saying.
Break it up.
If this becomes the trend, we purchase you, but you can make games everywhere.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well,
right?
What if it's
need a cut?
Go ahead. I was gonna say what if
need a
it
cut? When they got Bungie, right? They're not looking, okay, Bungie like, yo, we don't want to be on, we want to do what we want to do. So, but now they can get a cut. Whereas when they making their own money, you don't see nothing. You just get your licensing rights. They get a percentage.
You get that.
Yeah, they get a percentage, but now they get a higher percentage. They get the 70% instead of the 30%. Right. That's all they did. Invested.
But Bungie but to me, Bungie makes more sense than Kojima Productions because we know PlayStation wants to be involved with the games as a service. And Bungie is one of the best at it.
You're right.
And they need that expertise. So to me, buying Kojima Productions and letting them remain multi-plat makes absolutely no sense because he makes single player games. And I don't know if that would be I don't know if that would be, the case.
But King has a great point, right? If why buy the cow when the milk is free? But check this out. They bought Housemarque. Nobody
Insomniac
cared.
also.
Nobody cared because y'all been in that bed already. So you bought something you already had. So it doesn't matter.
But what about this though? I hear where y'all going. You're not wrong for the mentality that you're saying as far as the why. But my question is, we know y'all Dirt 108 ad like.
There's a good chance that they buy them.
I'm just saying we know that it's acquisition season. Like this is cuffing season right now.
Yeah.
So if you don't lock something down for the winter, your joint could be over there on Xbox exclusive. That's true. Tencent. You know what I'm saying? Embracer Group.
Embracer, absolutely.
There's a lot of people that's outside. I mean, Amazon's supposedly still in the game. We got to see what's going on with Luna and all that. But
what?
By the way, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you do that.
Super deluxe rental service.
Oh man, don't you do this. Listen, they got a lot of financial cachet. That's all I was saying.
They got cash. Cash don't rule everything around us. I'm sorry. They struggling too. Nobody want to rent games that they already own.
I'm gonna have to be Lord Luna for a second.
New world, old world now.
Lord Luna.
You know what I'm saying? Look, man.
Elden Ring is here. New world dead. Let's go.
All right, fair enough. But I was just curious on that. Look, I'll jump in. I thought this was wild. Like I was very surprised. I'm not gonna front. When I saw the banner,
but the capping though. The capping needs to stop.
Why did they stop?
They need to stop though. Stop jumping out the windows, guys. Save your legs. Save
I
your
want dudes
legs.
to stop capping for companies making money when they got 10 years of back child support.
Oh,
No,
man,
no,
don't do that.
listen.
Don't do
I
that.
don't.
We're not doing that. Moving on.
When
Moving on.
Microsoft and Activision comes out and
I'm
they
saying,
say,
bro,
we're looking
Leave
for
these
a
companies alone with
partnership,
their money.
Mm-hmm.
that's when we cap. When Microsoft buys Bethesda, that's when we cap.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really. I'm not capping off no rumors,
Right.
but these dudes is capping off of rumors. Yeah, shout out to Housemark and that other Rowdy Rebels.
Rowdy Rebels?
He said Rowdy Rebels.
What is this, GS9? What are we doing?
Wow.
Did they
What was
sign
that
Bobby
last-
Shmurda?
What was that? What was that last acquisition?
What a way, get him.
They made the last game. They made Hot Boy was out. Bobby was out. The last game that they made, that was like what 12 years ago. That's when Bobby was hot. Bobby Shmurda. They was doing the Shmoney dance. They was doing the Shmoney dance when they was making their game. And then they purchased them. So we looking just cap for the stuff that you got, man. The stuff that you're getting right now. You're getting bits and crumbs, and this is not nothing to cap about. We buy Bungie, but she for the street. Listen, if this is true,
Right.
and Kojima says we are still independent, we out here, we outside, that's an L. An L.
Oh, King.
No,
they go.
they can go at me for Activision. all they
In
want. They're
fairness,
getting
they will
Warzone.
go at you and say, because you
Watch
said
when
Call
the
of Duty was.
situation go down.
You said Call of Duty was for the streets, and then we
It's for-
find out that Microsoft had to get in front of that statement and say, "Look, we want it to be everywhere."
Watch. We desire. It was desire.
Oh, so you hold it on. Okay, you still holding on to your needs.
It was
Okay, I see what you're doing.
desire.
I see what you're doing.
But
Okay.
also, Phil desires to have Game Pass everywhere. So if you don't have it on your deck, you gonna have dead cheeks.
I'm done. I am done with you. Wow. Look, I feel what y'all saying. It is an interesting situation. I have to pay attention. Again, the Blue Point thing is normally I'm 100% with y'all.
Yeah.
Only thing that makes me question is,
No. They're on their own thing. I think he is being bought.
oh, you okay.
Like, I just don't care if he's bought. Like,
No, I know where we
Yo,
are. Addict
me too.
world.
Addict is
Addict world.
messy.
Addict world.
I'm right with him. It don't move the needle.
It doesn't.
Okay.
You actually signed a contract in a house in
Now,
an
if-
apartment that you were staying in anyway. That's so stupid.
If they were to buy someone like Square Enix, then we'd have a different conversation.
Right,
Then I'd
yeah,
be
of
a
course.
little in my feelings. So,
That
I
would
mean,
move
am I
the needle.
really in my feelings when I'm not getting those games on Xbox anyway? So never mind. I wouldn't care if they bought them either.
I'm
And you
done.
gotta ask yourself, what has he done lately?
Nothing.
And Throat Baby. He made Throat Baby, and Throat
I don't
Baby
know, look,
wasn't a
It
success.
seemed throw baby.
You know what's
It
funny?
seemed
So,
like-
Yeah.
someone offered me like $100 to stream Death Stranding a couple months ago. I was like, no.
Hold on.
It's
Let me.
just, the game just doesn't appeal to me.
Not for you. I will say this. I was curious too to see if the rumors were true. How does that affect the rumored Xbox exclusive that he's working on? Where he's supposed to have a letter of intent.
Well, he got to
with-
finish it out off and get that through. If you
Right.
don't finish that game, and I'm gonna tell you something right now, Kashima, you don't. I said Kashima. If you don't finish that game, Kashima, I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
He said it
You're
again.
jeopardizing every PlayStation fan's war zone. All right.
Oh, okay.
We
So
will
it's
keep a real game that they play, not them games that you make that only 35% of the crowd look at. These dudes over here want that war zone and they want that Call of Duty. If you mess up and don't give us the game that we paid for, you guys out there ain't gonna get what you want.
Quid
So
pro quo.
make sure
I got it.
Kojima puts those games where it's supposed to be.
I got it. Listen, shout out to Jeff Grubb with his reporting. He said just recently, once the rumors and all this commotion started with Kojima and PlayStation, he did say that the deal, as far as he knows, as far as 2 weeks, even as recent as 2 weeks ago, that deal is still on. As far as the letter of intent.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about Kojima that live in the projects over on 35th.
Yo, you stupid. Oh, yeah, now look at you clean it up. Yeah,
No, not
right.
Kojima.
Yeah,
No,
right.
yeah, Kojima,
Yeah,
do what you
Now,
gotta do.
now you retracting statements. You
No,
retracted
I'm
threats.
talking about Kojima. I was saying Kojima.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's all I got. Let's see how this thing plays out. Get a couple super chats. Donald Taco, I
I
see.
still stand strong that I don't want that game either.
You're messy. You're messy.
I
We'll
think
see.
he's a jaded gamer right now.
Yeah, he's just
a little
messy.
bit rough today. You're a little
Now,
bit
I
rough
like
today.
when his camera's on.
Shout out to
Going in.
Donald Taku he tagged me on the member chat. He said, just got out of Easter service. I thought I was gonna miss some, but y'all starting late. Must have been God's plan. Happy Easter, y'all. No doubt. Salute. Yeah, we did.
God slowed the podcast down.
Jigga J when that $5 super chat, when that light hits the sky, all I see is darkness. All right. All right.
Come on, man. You talking about me? You talking about me?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Yo, Jacob,
Yeah,
I see what you're doing. Stop that.
Yeah, Jigga J, how dare you, sir?
Apollo Cooper, $2 super chat. The moment Xbox announces Kojima, we gonna TTS.
Yeah.
Dirt. Your
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Get your
Oh,
goons. Get your goons into
Yeah,
control.
man. Hey, yo, man, hey, up in here, baby. What's up, y'all?
That better not happen.
Gaming Muscle, $5 super chat. OS. I just realized I'm watching live. Shout out to Gaming Muscle. We outside. Hit the weights, bro. Health is wealth. You already make sure you're getting that advanced GG. We got that powder, 10% off. You know what I'm saying? Get that, you know what I'm saying?
Powder.
You know, we got that for you. Get that sour, you know what I'm saying? Cold Iron Lord on the checkout. Anyway, moving on. Shane, your man says one of your guys again, 786. How you pronounce it? Is Sean? Is it Sean or Shane? I forgot.
Sean,
Sean, my
like
bad. Sean, my man, $5, £5 super chat. TTS and WBG family in the house. Let's talk that Shout out to my bro Dirt, Lamonius, and the Iron Lords crew. Everybody in the chat, it's TTS time. You already know. Salute.
Lamonius.
The goons is out here.
Lord.
Yeah, they messy with you today. They messy.
Thank you, Dirt. Thank you.
Hey, brother, outside. Hey, bro, that wasn't my intentions, my brother.
Flame.
Because I'm light skinned, but it's all right.
You still Flame, $2 super chat. Addict spreading the good word of hack Kojima. Okay, wow. There's a lot of Kojima disrespect in here. And
It's not disrespect. We just being honest.
Mhm.
Like no one played Death Stranding and said, "Yo, this is it." Like no one did. Like
He said, not no one.
Rick Hole. I know a lot of people that was co-signing it though. But
They
anyway.
had no
They-
choice.
They spent
They spent their $70 and they
probably
had to
had a-
rep.
they probably had a fist right before
That's
that.
exactly
too,
what it
so-
was.
Because you know PlayStation be like no backseats. Like it ain't no refunds over
Oh,
here.
so they
son.
forced to like
you,
it. That's what
you
it
gonna
is.
eat that part.
There's no way
You gonna eat it. I don't care
possible
if
they
got
can
no
like
sugar.
it off
Look,
of its
let's
own
be
merit.
real here. Like the hardcore fans, it's Kojima. It's like a cult. Like once you go in there, you ain't leaving. So
I'm a hardcore fan, and this game is trash.
Oh, yo. It is what it is. Clearly, the panel's not a fan of it. Con Artist, $2 super chat. Kojima Studios could be like the Bungie's deal. We got you. Spectre Bull, $2 super chat. Kojima would never sell Kojima Productions. He's got pride.
Oh man, cut that out.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of
Everyone has
people
a
talk about
price.
pride and they walked out with none when that bag hit the floor.
Forte
Right.
member
Everybody got a
chat.
price.
I heard Cog wanted a special call out like King, so here we go. And for the first time ever, hey Cog, hey my bestie, and as always, hey King, hey Boo Boo.
Hey, Forte.
Hey Forte. It's the way you say it. It's bad funny. Shout out to Forte being messy. Italian Clowns member, 15 months. Salute, brother. All 4 guys and quarters and all that. Every Sunday, just know the king is always right. Hail the king. Bend those
Blessings.
knees. You already know knees is on deck. And Jonas the dad. All right, we got the dads on
Jonas the
Easter.
dad.
Oh, that's your people. Okay, $2 super
What's up,
chat.
homie?
Dirt. I'm in the AM. ILP afternoon. Happy Easter. Oh, salute. man.
Jonas, what's up, homie? Hey,
Absolutely.
Cog, man, you missed another member chat from Mike Askew Jr.
Thank you, brother. Thank
Like
you.
you said, I can read it for you.
Yes, please, please.
Like you said, what up, Ram? Yeah, my son is 17. He will be 23 by the time Kojima's games come out.
Yo.
Xbox is good.
They disrespectful. And I appreciate y'all help on it. This is
Started at it. You started that.
they
that's
disrespectful.
fine. I'm cool with that.
Disrespect.
So
Yeah,
we
they going
gonna
after
move.
Kojima, man.
We gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get into this next one. Halo Infinite. Addict. I don't know if you want me to set you up or you got it.
Yeah,
What's
you can
going
set
on?
it up.
Yeah, so look, man, there's a lot of reports, a lot of rumors going on. Last shout out to Game Rant, who also ran the story, but did not give the proper credit to Lord Ches Corden and the Xbox 2, which it was probably sourced from, because it's definitely one of the first
Absolutely.
persons I heard it. So the report went out saying a new massive battle royale game is in development for Halo Infinite. The size is supposed to be comparable to scope to Warzone. Developer Certain Affinity brought in to support it with content long term. So then more information started to come out now. Again, this part is definitely rumors. So I can't co-sign the second part, but a lot of data mine leaks allegedly, and the leaks were shared by Infinite Leaks on Twitter, which is known for data mining Halo Infinite. So it basically could be split into topics regarding the battle royale mode. mode. So they seem like there looks to be in this battle royale game mode 4 choices. There was Tatanka, that's the code name. Duos mode, quads of 4. Then there's default bots, I guess, battle royale. Then there's another default mode, and they said UGC default UGC Tatanka default UGC. Note that UGC is a flag used in Halo Infinite to refer to game modes. So definitely it implies that there's a 4-player version of this Tatanka game mode, which is a staple battle royale game mode. So Attic, the floor is yours about these rumors and Halo Infinite, man. What you think?
I think that here okay, look, there's a couple things that we could go over. There's a couple discussions that we can go over. I know there's a lot of people who think that Halo doesn't need a battle royale, and to a point I agree. I don't think Halo needs it, but I do think that if Halo wants to compete in this shooting market, it's going to need one, because at the end of the day, like, arena's good for a lot of people, but the majority of that market that's on Fortnite, that's on Apex Legends, they're in a age group that ain't gonna be playing arena.
Facts.
It's just like, if you want them, you're going to have to get the battle royale modes, because that's what is popular. That is what's streamable. Keep in mind that a lot of success with these games comes off who's streaming it, how it's being streamed, and at the end of the day, do they need it? No. But I do think that there needs to be a conversation that's like, is it unhealthy for the game to have it? And I don't, and I've never thought it was. Like, look, like, you can have both. And especially with like Certain Affinity coming in, and they're rumored to be working on this, as long as they do a good job supporting this and do a good job keeping this game up to date, why does it matter? You can actually bounce back and forth. You can have certain cosmetics that you have to play the arena mode to get it in Battle Royale. Certain cosmetics you have to play Battle Royale to get in the arena mode. You can even bring the Master Chief Collection in. So it's just like, why only attack an army from one direction when you can attack an army from both?
No, I feel you, man.
I agree.
Let's get Dirt in there. Dirt, man, what do you think about this rumored mode? It's looking not rumored. It's looking like this thing is coming and it's happening. So what's your feelings on this?
It's supposed to be this year, isn't it?
Season 4,
what he said.
potentially, I think. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it's a good thing, because like Alex said, it's a very popular mode. It's huge on Twitch and things like that. And Halo is a game that's been around obviously since the early 2000s, one of the best, like, most popular first-person shooters. But it's okay to evolve, right? It's okay to evolve with today's times. And like Alex said, the age group that loves these BR games, that's a group that you want to grab, because they're playing these games, they're streaming these games, they're like, having them into your game will benefit Xbox, right? It definitely will, no doubt about it. So I think it's a mode that they should have. It's just another mode.
So what about the purists, Dirt? We don't want none of that in our Halo.
Forget the purists.
Well, like I said, it's an option. It's a mode. They're still going to have the arena shooting. Listen, you don't have to play the BR.
That's the problem.
That's not what you tell the purists. That's not what you tell them. When they say, yo, I want this to feel like Halo, we got a game for you. You want it to feel like that old Halo? We got a game. It's called the Master Chief Collection.
There you go.
That's over there.
And they're gonna say,
Pass.
Addict, that Master Chief Collection. That's why it's doing better than if they gonna pull out the Steam numbers on you, and they gonna say, why don't they fix the game first before they talk about adding other modes? How about they add a map?
And see, here's the thing. I don't think
you're right, Kyle. They will
there's
say
some
that.
technical issue. There's technical issues that's in Halo Infinite, but I think ever since they fixed the big team battle, the majority of the issue is the content.
Yeah.
And they brought another studio to make the Halo Infinite battle royale.
Right.
So it shouldn't interfere, because 343 is making the content for that game. So, like, I mean, there you can have the debate, whether or not 343 should continuously be in charge of Halo, and that's a debate we can have.
Yeah.
But I don't think Certain Affinity making the battle royale is going to really affect what happens on Halo.
I agree.
Y'all gonna love the poll.
It's another mode. It's another mode. I think it works. But let me say this one thing about the mode itself. Me and my boy Sean 786 was talking about this the other day. If this mode is true, which it looks like it is, the driving. Do you think they need to have more traditional driving, like hold the right trigger to accelerate? Because the Halo controls with the, with the vehicles, that's that's for the hardcore Halo fans. We are used to it, but it's not really that easy to appeal to a bigger audience. Do you think they're going to have to change the way you drive? Like your vehicle.
That's a good
question.
What
do you guys think about that?
What y'all probably so. If they test focus it, and it comes back that the test group likes the new advanced driving mode, different controls, it'll probably go in that direction. Or they can probably give you the ability to use whichever driving style that you like. So,
right,
okay. Interesting, no doubt. Let me get what I wait on this whole battle royale thing, because there is, Addict is right there. I don't think there's a lot of pushback, but I have seen some that Halo should stay away from this. They should not have a battle royale mode. Where you at with this whole thing? Wait.
Oh, I'm a Halo nut, right? So I don't really believe it needs it, but if it's done, but it has to be done.
Oh, you one of them old school kids.
Listen.
Old school.
I'm not old school enough where I say I don't want sprint, but
okay. ADS. You're not one of them dudes that's like, don't put ADS in the game, right? You're not one of them. Okay.
That don't even make sense. You don't aim down sights is a problem, but I think it has to be done correct because Halo is not one of them games with attachments and shields, and they would really have to change how Halo is, what Halo is based on the game. So it would be nice because I'm a battle royale dude. I play Fortnite, PUBG, Apex, Warzone. Those you see what I post on
for sure.
On Twitter
this is
all
your
the time.
genre.
Yeah.
So,
fire, man.
But Halo's my favorite game on Xbox. That is the game for me. And if you do it, you gotta change a lot to fit what battle royale brings. It's not, you just can't say a bunch of people on the map and everybody just do what they want to do. That don't work. Everybody who has copied PUBG has put a spin on it.
Good point.
Fortnite has put building, Warzone. They change where you put attachments on the guns and you find the different weapons, and everybody brought some to the table. Even Apex. We said, Apex came from Titanfall, but that don't play like Titanfall.
It don't play like Titanfall.
Right. They put their own spin on it. So
facts.
It's just really intriguing to me to see what they would do with Halo in a battle royale. And I guess I'm not a visionary because I can't see it.
Okay, so for the record, you're not opposed, but you're just your concern is structurally from a gameplay standpoint.
Yeah, right,
how do they execute it that it still feels like Halo?
Halo, but in a battle royale situation, because that's going to be difficult.
Okay, last question for both of y'all before I open it up back to the Lords. What about from a player count standpoint? This is another debate. Do we see, like, let's just say, for example, it's 20 or 30 or less as opposed to a scope of a 50 or 100?
Well, it has to be higher than big team battle.
Okay, what's
right?
It would have to be higher than big team battle. At least 60 players, 50 players, for it to feel like a battle royal.
If it's not, is that an L for 108 and Dirt?
Yes.
You know what? So the question is, if it's 30 players, is that an L?
Yes.
Yes, because it needs to be bigger than that.
Okay.
Absolutely. At least minimum 60.
It wouldn't be called battle royale, it'd be called battle group.
If it's only 30 players, then just spend your money somewhere else.
So y'all reneging then. So there is a scenario
with 30.
I think that it's like I said, I don't think Halo needs it, but I do think in order to compete on a scale they want to, they're going to have it. But that's not competing. Like you literally took what everyone else does and you did it worse.
So hypothetically, if the player, so what is the minimum player count for this panel that is pro battle royale to be satisfied?
100. Minimum 100.
Wow.
Yeah,
you pushing them as your servers.
Yeah. Minimum. I'll say 60 minimum.
I say 60.
King. Minimum.
100.
Off the rip.
100.
Powered by the cloud.
I'm 90% right all the time.
Oh, you flexing on your stats now? That's what we do.
I told you dudes that this was coming.
You
now
did.
The rumors is kicking in, and dudes is like, maybe I've seen it far across the rainbow. Whatever, man. I told you it was coming anyway. They get in that bag. They're going right after that, and this is the perfect IP to do that. You have ODST soldiers there.
Drop
If you actually get the battle pass and you actually work your way up to get a Master Chief with extra overshield or something like that in the game, then that happens. There's ways for them to do it, to make it popular.
Okay.
Paramount is throwing tons of cash in the way of the Halo franchise. So again, when you have movie money funneling into your IP, that can facilitate millions of different things that thing can grow into. I told you Battle Royale was definitely one of them after I've seen the success of PUBG and Fortnite, Apex Legends and Warzone. They have the IP that can do it. It's a military-based IP. Why not? And anybody that doesn't like Battle Royale, just don't play it. Stay yourself right over there on the side.
Agreed.
You know, and it doesn't, it's like your butthole. Nobody needs to hear it or see it, all right? So we don't need to hear your opinion or see it if you don't care about it. You don't care about it, don't click like on it, don't pick it up, don't talk about it, and don't bring it about. Just, you know how you really show you don't care about something? Don't talk about it. Like if you don't care about something, because that shows that you really care.
Okay.
Right? When people say, I don't want it and it should never be there, and that's something that I will never... Nobody cares, right? And if you really didn't care about it, you wouldn't talk about it. Listen, it should be options, and we should have more options all over the place. The problem is people with these little minds and these little scopes want things that only fit just for them. Battle Royale, and you got a Halo segment of the population that wants that to happen. Right. I'm one of them. All right, so the arena base, I've outgrown that arena crap. I want the last man standing. I want the trophy. I want the crown on my head. I want
that chicken dinner.
I agree with you.
Yes.
But do you want Master Chief emoting on the chicken dinner?
Yes, I do.
You want him doing a Dougie?
All of that.
You want him doing a sticky leg?
I want
to pay for the sticky leg,
But
Master
the
Chief.
thing is,
well, I don't think we're gonna wait with that.
But here it is.
I'm with that.
He's done it already.
Fortnite.
That's right. You see me in
Regardless what
Fortnite.
regardless what people want from Halo, if they don't want him doing whatever these dances are that people be doing these days.
Sticky leg. Wow.
If they don't want him to be doing stuff like that, that's irrelevant at that point. Because if you're not competing with them, then you're not going to beat them. And one of the biggest things that's in these games is emotes. Apex Legends has emotes too, if I believe correctly. Like Overwatch has had emotes for a while. Like, people. Okay, we seen a Kratos cosmetic on Fortnite do some dances. At that point, it is what it is.
But true, but that is not in their own IP. They gave the license to say, go ahead, you can do that. But now this is home.
Your man doing the stinky leg across the street when you gave the IP up for the dough. Why should you care if he doing a stinky leg in your house?
All right, King, I got another counter for you. What about those who say this game came out, it's a fantastic game, but ton of lack of content? Where are the maps? Where's the core? For the core hardcore, they're going to say, how dare you, King, talk about Battle Royale when this game is suffering from maps, contact, no co-op, no forge, and you got the nerve to be talking about some other bull.
Let me say something real quick, King. You know what I tell them? They have, obviously Xbox got lack of content. They have a lack of vision. Because if they don't want what's better for the franchise, look, like there is some issues that I'm pretty sure 343 is working on. But but see, the thing is they're still working on it. Like another complete studio is making this.
Fair. Yeah.
Like, do we think that adding another 200 to 300 people working for 343 is going to help the matter? No, probably adding more people is going to make it worse.
Okay.
I say
plus, like, let's not forget, Xbox hasn't announced anything.
Yeah,
that is true.
I say this. I say
I got one more question
for those people that's complaining that Halo doesn't have content and Halo doesn't have maps and Halo doesn't have this.
Halo Master Chief Collection numbers on Steam are higher
all
than
of this,
Halo
everything, all that stuff. Go play something else. Take your time someplace else. Take your talents to South Beach. Get out of here. Go ahead.
Let me say something.
Go ahead.
First of all, Rainbow Six Siege, when it came out, we heard the same thing, right?
That is true. That is true. Facts.
It grew. Fortnite
Sea of
came out,
Thieves.
all it had was building mode.
Facts.
Right?
Good point.
Yep.
What it is today, that wasn't what it was yesterday.
Good point.
Okay?
Yep.
These games are built with longevity in mind. You're not gonna get all the bells and whistles. We're a little spoiled out here, right? Oh, look at Fortnite. Look at Apex. Apex was Apex for months.
Yeah,
But
for a
just
long time.
what
That's
it
a good
was.
point. Live service.
These games need space to grow. This is not no hit it and done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they have vision. We're not getting everything up front.
Yeah.
Everybody like me. I went out there, I beat these battle passes, I beat the seasons, and I go in there every Tuesday, like, damn, I got new armor to get. But guess what? It's not there. Because I do a marathon on a game, everybody's not doing marathons. Yes, it needs some more maps. Okay, you can complain about maps, but content, this is a competitive multiplayer game. You playing it for the maps or you playing it to be number one? Because I played it to be number one. And that's what's wrong with this community.
I played
You
for
have
the
to
maps.
stop. Wow.
He's like, I ain't gonna lie. I want me some damn maps.
Man, you know how many times I could count on the amount of times on my hand how many times I've walked into that ranked match because I'm just not like
That same old block.
But it's just like, look, man, we've been playing BR Start since Halo 1, Halo 2. Like, I ain't trying to play none of these tryhards people that got these modded controllers. It's just like, nah, like some of these people are that good, but it's just like, I'm not trying to play a game for me to go crazy. So it's like, I want to just play Halo for Halo. And I'm sorry, but part of that is the maps. I mean, if you look at it, like how many times have you, what is the number one thing people talk about multiplayer? Man, that Guardian was lit. That pit was lit. Like people don't talk about. You remember the time in Halo 2 that I was this ranked or that ranked? Like people talk about the maps. And I just gotta be real with that.
I mean that might be a point, but you sound a little casual. I'm hard.
I
go in there. I go in there.
I am the definition of casual.
Boots,
Oh, that sound like 1v1 bro.
and becoming number one.
Yo, you
I want
stupid.
to, and I ain't talking about ranked. I'm talking about any map. Any battle royal, I want to be number one. I want to be looking down at you peasants as I leave the bodies unfolded.
Okay,
this is
but
why I go into multiplayer for any game.
Fair. Now, my question to you, Whataway, would you be upset if Battle Royale comes out before new arena maps and content come out?
Yes.
Okay, you keep it.
Because this is what the fans want. We want more maps.
Okay, you're standing tall on that.
It's like Battlefield. Everybody's complaining about in Battlefield. That's not Battlefield players, but you're not complaining about what matters the most. The game has no communication until next Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can't talk in the game. No, this is why the hardcore is not speaking. Because you have to communicate. What game launches nowadays besides Nintendo that has no? Sorry, I'm sorry.
This game coming in. Why I had to take it straight though? Why,
Yo, listen,
okay.
Hey.
Cool, I got caught.
Saying,
You hit. I was hit.
All I'm saying is, when you hear people complain about Battlefield, it's too pretty. It doesn't look like you're in a Battlefield, but nobody's saying the truth. It has no voice communication. It feels like I'm playing on the Switch.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure.
That's what the hardcore want. We want to be able to talk to our teammates. Yo, bring that spawn point so we can keep coming back to the side of the map and not walking or have to wait for vehicles. This is what you need.
Okay.
So when you hear from the hardcore, this is the competitive nature. We want to win. The maps is cool, but we want to win.
Fair
That's
enough.
it. When I play 2K, I'm trying to beat you by 50. I ain't trying to be nice.
Get him.
That's it.
To win the
Shout out
game.
to my man Hip Hop. I want all that smoke. Stop running.
Nah, listen, man. I feel you. You're talking passionately. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King. Last thing, I think Dirt made a fantastic point before I jump in. What about, we didn't really talk, I didn't hear no one talk about this except Dirt. Like, what about the presence of vehicles? Like, we know that, was it Fortnite? Does Fortnite have vehicles? I don't even know. I don't play Fortnite.
Yes.
Yeah, they got television.
I'm sorry.
Royale's
I don't,
vehicles.
you know where I'm at with it. So I don't,
Even Apex Legends now has vehicles.
Right. So like, how do you, I'm going to pose this to Addict and Dirt. Like, Addict, like, how do you feel about like the Warthog, maybe the Scorpions being in there? Like, how could they implement it to make it like fun?
Exactly how they did Warzone on Halo 5. Make some tweaks, make it control better, and put them in there. Like, look, like people's like, oh, you got to fix the way that the vehicles drive. They've been driving like that since Halo 1. If you think they're going to change now, what game you've been playing?
But to Dirt's point, though, this is a new audience, a casual audience
trying to reach
that's trying to reach. So maybe you both of you get a middle ground. Maybe both of you get a middle ground where there's an option to change the vehicle
I think
control.
they should have an option.
Because there's a lot of Fortnite dudes gonna come in there and they're gonna be like, what's going on?
How do I drive this vehicle?
A lot of Fortnite dudes gonna come in and they're gonna leave out screaming.
I don't agree, because I do feel like at one point you have to keep it a little bit on the core of what Halo is. Right. Like, I don't want them making a battle royale if they're going to start changing up gameplay mechanics. Like, obviously you have to put stuff into the Halo battle royale to make sense to a battle royale. But if you start changing the gameplay and the foundation Halo's built on, I don't want that, because people realistically want you to jump from one game to another.
Okay.
Because they're going to want to get the people from the battle royale and be like, yo, we got arena. They're going to want to keep cycling those players through. But if you're playing battle royale and the driving mechanics is different than playing the regular arena, then I feel like you're going to have missed hiccups there. People are going to be confused. Now, and maybe if they have the default and you could switch it to a different setting to resemble something like Fortnite, maybe we could do something like that. But I don't want the default being that, because I feel like everyone's got to be able to play the game the way Halo was meant to be played. And if you want to play the other arena, I want that transition to be seamless.
Okay, no, fair enough. And no, these are great points. I think you guys are definitely making the strong argument that it should exist and it should come through and it should reach a whole player base. But let's be real, it's generational. A lot of us here, minus the young wolf, come from that. Not that Addict doesn't, but you know what I'm saying. Like that's the arena stuff that they like, and they don't want other stuff. Some people come from our generation, but I do think it is necessary, because you got to bridge the gap. And
you have to bridge the gap.
Yeah, any way you can get this younger generation, and let's be real, they're playing these free-to-play games, they're playing this battle royale. And here's the other thing, the streamers, right? The streaming community, how big these games are. So as long as I'll be honest with you, I like the fact that Certain Affinity is doing it, because it reminds me of Destiny, when Destiny was struggling to make content at one time. They had to, when they were under Activision, they had to outsource. They had High Moon Studios, they had Vicarious Vision making content, stuff like that. So it's I'm with Addict. Like, it's one of the situations you can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time if you have these other entities making that content. Now, I will say what 108 is saying is very true. It's got to be good, and it's gotta retain a feel of Halo on some level. It may not be exact, but I do like the idea of vehicles. I do like the idea of earning maybe the power ups or whatever. I like the data mine leaks, because now they talk about we could squad up like how we used to do in PUBG King. Like, we could 4 deep. You know what I'm saying? You could do duos, you could do 4s. I like those type of options. I saw the bot thing, which is cool, because let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, as far as the player count, maybe that have a full server 100. As far as the numbers of the players, I'm torn, because there's a part of me that's like, yo, I want that 100. You know what I'm saying? I want that. Like, could you imagine, like, just, everybody's
Anything
podcast, Dragon's Den, WBG, ILP, Xbox, name every podcast, be like, this is my I will pay money to, I still get mad at game companies with Battle Royale. Like, I would pay money like how Battlefield used to do it. And you rent a server and be like, I want my 100, whoever to come in. This is just the guys I want. And we could go out and get that, a Master Chief chicken dinner. That's fire. That'll be a thing. So I'm for it, man. I'm for it. I'm glad it's happening. I think longevity, like, again, what I always said, is key, because this thing has to continue to exist. And Ken, you are right. You've always said this thing was going to be a live service. You've always said, listen, you said it was hiding in plain sight by the name. You said Infinite. You said, and people didn't pay attention to you when you said that. You put that out there, and a lot of people resisted. The hardcore was very resistant to you. They were like,
they gotta take it, and they can send me their news right over here. That's it. You don't like it, you still gotta take it. That's it.
Absolutely, you'll deal with it.
you gotta deal with it.
And if you don't feel like playing, go away.
Exactly.
No doubt. And shout out. Last thing I want to say, shout out to Certain Affinity. This is an example. I don't think Xbox is getting enough credit. We've seen examples like this with Certain Affinity. We've seen Avalanche, where Xbox is doing this thing now where they're not just signing you off. They're having this relationship.
You're right.
Organic.
Organic,
Let's be real, right? That they've been
absolutely.
making Halo content for a long time. This is not some new thing. Right, so you got that aspect. You have these other studios that they've been working with, and they're like, "Yo, we're not giving you the bag off the rip. Let's see how things work.
PlayStation style.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
People
So
gonna date you for 25 years before we say.
And
if
keep in
you
mind,
start
they're
talking
still
reckless out your
making-
mouth, then they're gonna put a ring on your finger.
Let me ask you
Keep in
guys
mind,
this,
they're
though.
still making that Monster Hunter.
that
game,
Monster
too.
Hunter rumored
Right.
game, yeah,
Right.
Dirt.
Let me ask you guys this. They've been working with Xbox on Halo games since Halo 2, they say?
Yeah,
So they've been
long
working
time.
with them for a while. Why do you guys think they announced how their relationship is strengthening, right? They announced it on Twitter officially, we're working with Xbox. We our relationship is even deeper now.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of, different for them to announce
Yes.
it
Xbox
on
gave you
Twitter.
chocolates
When in the
and
past
flowers
they haven't
this
announced
time.
it. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I think it's great PR to set up the eventual, battle royale itself, because I agree. There was no need to necessarily announce it.
Yeah,
It's a need to announce.
In what way? Break it down.
Dudes is in acquisition season. They
I
looking
think-
out there. The bills has got to be paid. Stuff gotta
Bro.
happen.
No, you're right, King.
think-
The owner liked the tweet somebody said, like,
Yeah,
yo,
I saw that. Yeah.
Certain Affinity,
Yeah.
yo, come on home, baby. Xbox. And
Yeah.
he liked the tweet. So
He did.
someone looking to get cuffed up.
So
Go ahead.
that's that whole thing. Like people
Exactly.
keep acting like these dudes ain't looking to be acquired. Like
They are, bro.
you
Well,
like to have
security.
the stability of a constant check, roof over your head, food in your belly. You like the stability of that. All that sitting on the outskirts talking to independent crap. That,
Yeah.
y'all
Hey,
sitting
King.
out there freezing. Y'all looking like me in the wintertime, man.
Exactly. Hey, King, do you guys remember when Tim Schafer said when Xbox approached them, at first he was kind of reluctant. Then he said, you know what? After they got acquired, they did the deal. And he said, it's so good that we don't have to shop our games around looking for a
Yep.
publisher. That job security, man, bro,
Yeah.
knowing you have a job, you don't have to shop your game around, hoping your team is going to get paid.
Yep.
That's something, man. Like, I feel more
You can't
comfortable.
eat hope. Hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Fill your belly, man. Like you
Exactly,
sitting there
man.
talking about, well, I hope our game gets sold. I hope they didn't like it.
Exactly.
No, hope don't fill you. Son.
Exactly.
Done. Attic, you was going to say something before you move on.
It's just like, look, at the end of the day, I do think that they made that official announcement on Twitter for career purposes. They're looking to hire people.
True.
Because if you look, they announced it and they literally sent a leak to "we're hiring." So I feel like it's easier. Like if you're going around, you're doing stuff incognito, and you're not really announcing that you're working on something like Halo. Not as a lot of people, as many more people as you want would actually apply. But if you go out there and you say, "Yo, we're working on a game that you've been playing for 20 years," and a lot of people are coming out of college, they're like, "We're hiring." So I feel like that was the point. It's like, look, we're looking on Halo, we're working on a new project with Halo, and we want more people to join our team. And I think that's why they did that.
Yep.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All I will say, in fairness to the people who are against, I do want 343 to deliver on these promises, though. That they,
I
because
agree.
it's listen, we devs work hard, but they are a big studio. There's a lot of money behind that game. Content needs to happen, so we will see
Absolutely.
what's going on with that.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna
I agree.
move on. Super chats. I got it. Addie gonna help me out. So I got from the Angry Therapist MD. I don't know if I missed anyone before that, so help me out. He says $5 super chat. Shout out to Dirt. You already know. Oh, we got a returning member for King. Free R. Kelly. $10 super chat. It's too late for Halo Infinite Addict. Oh, he coming for Addict. What you feel? Addict, what you feel? You
Well,
feel it's too
know,
late? Mhm.
You only show up every other week, so I think it's a little too late for you. Why you always just show up when something happens?
He
I feel
only
like
come with the
do they
bad
only-
news.
do they let you out only when stuff's going positive, man? What's going on there? Do you only got the money to super chat on good weeks? Is it every other week? That's when you get paid?
Oh, don't do it
Remember,
like
he
that.
brought
Don't-
those 2 AAA bangers, so now he saved up 2 checks came out after that.
He
so
knows
he able to
jokes. He
talk
knows
now.
jokes.
I'm done. Why y'all messing with Free R. Kelly?
Hey, R.
like that?
Kelly, how you doing? I see you got tired of me beating the brakes off of you, Paul. You go after Attic.
Don't
His
you
hands
do him like
nice,
that.
too.
Don't do him like that. You know what I'm
Attic got
saying?
hands too. You better be careful.
Yeah, shout out to Skew, Lord Skew, Mike Askew Jr., $10 super chat. Halo at least will have it as an option. I'm hearing Killzone is coming back as only a battle royale, and that could be one of the 10 games as services. I prefer options.
I heard that. But you ain't gonna get no options. You're gonna get what they're gonna give you, and you're gonna take it, and you're gonna like it.
At least
Hey,
that's the whole.
At the end of the day, what else is like Guerrilla Games doing? They ain't doing nothing else. Might as well do something. Do a
Well, they
battle
did
royale
put
game.
out their game. They need to fix it up, though.
There's nothing
That's
wrong
what I'm
with
saying.
it.
Nobody care about
13%.
that game no more.
You
Only
did it.
13% finished it.
Oh, that's
those percentage.
Oh, that's what we doing? Okay. So then we got Free R. Kelly again. $10 super
back,
chat.
though.
Let's keep it a stack. Nobody under 40 is holding out for Halo Infinite. Battle Royale can't save this game. Microsoft took an L. They had the chance,
reason
and they
nobody-
dropped the bag back in December.
Well, he wouldn't
the
know about
reason
the age.
nobody-
Listen, he would know about the age under 40.
Oh, yo,
know about all
don't
those-
do that. Don't do that. Don't. I see what you're doing. Don't put that. I
Hey,
couldn't.
Free R. Kelly, you would know about that demographic now, wouldn't you?
Oh, man.
You stupid. Don't do
I just
don't
got
do
that.
counts.
Oh,
You stepping
man.
in the name of
Listen,
love like that.
Don't come for us unless we send for you. I told you that already.
I just got that, King.
I
I was a little
just
slow, but
caught
I
that.
got that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you feel a little slow. Don't worry about it.
He got the.
Step in the chat. Take them them.
Wow.
My mind's telling me no.
Oh, you stop.
So somebody,
it's super chat.
somebody check on him, man. Check on him. Make sure he
Oh,
good.
he got that's
Hey,
that sniper
Free,
shot.
R. Kelly,
Yo,
man,
that was-
if you in danger, blink twice.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Your lemon. I aim down sight.
That was a headshot.
I don't
was a
think he got a
headshot.
pulse after that.
Yeah, that was a headshot for Kels, man. You got the key to
Stuck his head
you still
around
got
that
the key to
corner.
ignition on the super chat though. Much love, brother. Much love.
That's aimbot. He got aimbot.
That was hard. That was hard. I ain't go for a kick. That was hard. It flew over my head at first. Oh,
Yeah,
pop.
blew on my ear.
Oh,
It's a
pop.
boomerang. It's a boomerang.
He gonna
Catch you in
come
the back
in
of the head. when
He
you
gonna
look
come in here for like $500 off
No,
you
he
now.
gonna change his name after that one. It's over.
Oh, pop.
That name is
Okay,
done.
let me. I'm at my PC.
All right, cool.
I got a $5 super chat from Apollo
Thank
Cooper. Xbox can make all-star BR shooter with Halo, Gears, COD, Doom, and Overwatch crossover. I would call it Xbox Legends. Okay, I'm not feeling the name, but that is a pretty unique thing that only Xbox can do. They could do like an Apex Legend, a looter shooter, like battle royale. I like that. I like that. Maybe not looter shooter. I meant hero shooter.
Yeah.
Then we got a $5 super from Victor. Great show and happy Easter, ILP.
Oh, thank you, brother.
What's good, Dirt 108,
What's
King,
happening?
Addict, and Cause?
Oh,
Appreciate it,
salute.
man. What's going on?
Appreciate you.
$2 super chat from Splendidus. I butchered your name. We're moving
It's a difference, but we gonna move on.
We
gonna move on.
Said he haul him. He not semi. He the prince.
Okay.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe people with darker skin could understand that joke. I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know. I'm assuming that's directed to you
When
guys.
his
I don't
camera
know.
is off, when
yo,
his
when his camera's
he's
off, he lit. He off the chain.
I don't understand what that
He
came
raw.
from.
Yeah.
Like, let's not be acting like I don't be reading some of these super chats. You was like, you a little bit too light skinned to be talking like that. Like,
It was just for it's love. I love that. We joke like that all the time.
They try to make me rap on here all the time. They know what they doing. They got a $5 super chat from the Dawn CJG. Cog about to power up with that powder and smack some fools in the Halo BR.
Got that powder, get that
powder in
advancedgg.com. You know what I'm saying? Go to Advanced, get the code Iron Lord, get that 10% of that sour, that powder. Get it.
Got a 30 super chat from T. Caris. whatever, man. Kinesis. We're moving past that.
We're
That's the
moving
last
past
time I
that.
ever tried to do it again. It would be
Saul, we
great
love
if
you.
they
We
made a
miss you.
mode like Supremacy from Star Wars, where you are the Covenant banished and UNSC, but have a third party between which AI controlled and is either the Flood or the Sentinels. That actually sounds pretty
That'd be
cool.
dope.
Yo,
Yeah,
Addict,
Gotta
next
check-
time you struggle with a name, just call him Lamonius.
Harmonious,
That's it.
See, once again, I don't understand that. I'm not saying that. Like, we got a $2 super chat from Free R. Kelly. Man, I
Oh.
get paid bi-weekly.
Oh, he kept it in stack. He ain't have it that week. He kept it in stack.
It be truth in these
That's
words.
truth. That's true. I
I'm
respect
97%
him.
right
I respect him for
over
saying
that.
that. I respect him.
You get that Paris.
Oh, hold on. Let me that thing skipped on me. Hold on one second. I got to get the homie Paris. Got to restart my joint. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. So, Paris, shout out to the Lord of Xbox, Microsoft, game streaming, and xCloud. He said, Twine Super Chat, yo, great show. What up, Dragon? I heard
What's good, Paris?
Battle
What's good?
Royale. What if Bungie made a Destiny Battle Royale? Would y'all like that? Galleys galore. Battle Royals are good for business. I answer first of all,
There you
salute
go.
to you,
You know,
brother.
I actually think they're the few studio that could do a battle royale. Imagine like you finding a pickup that's like, oh man, it's the last word. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that
I
would be with
actually
exotics.
can
With
feel
exotics
that. Like,
would be fire. Now the
Yeah.
question, the only thing is we got to see, because Destiny has a lot of abilities. Like, would you be able to do a Nova Ball in the gym? Like,
no, make that be drops too. You came down
Yeah,
as a
drops.
lightless guardian. You have to
Get a
find the
super. Okay.
You could find a super. You could
Okay.
find the abilities too.
Yeah, like you start
That
a
actually
ability
could work.
list. That would be fire. That would be
That
fire.
actually could work.
I
man.
like that.
That
I like
was a
that.
good
Salute,
idea.
salute the Lord Paris, Xbox, Microsoft in the
Now,
building.
now the question is he doing that because he got inside info?
Yeah, listen, man. If that, you know, they'll drop an article real quick.
We're gonna get this before it goes away. We
Yeah.
got a 23-month message from Scrub Nurse. Shout out to the Lords and of course my brother Lemon. We got a link back up on the podcast for sure. We got a 22 message from the man who get these horns.
Yeah.
Horns. Cog be pushing that powder. My uncle, my great uncle, got 20 years for pushing powder too. Hashtag
Listen, this is
my
this is
God.
positive powder, y'all. This is positive powder. This is,
My brother.
you know what I'm
Different kind of
saying?
powder,
As
different
we
kind,
moving a
different
different kind of weight out here, so relax. But here's the joint in the chat right now. Go get that 10% off. You know what I'm saying? Code ILO. Go get that. So we all caught up?
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. Let's get into this last. Actually, one more, two more. So we got this is King's topic, man. King, I'll set you up. Big shift right now in the gaming industry and game subscription services. Shout out to gamesindustry.biz. Sony and Nintendo both to update subscription guidelines. Those both platform holders join Microsoft's effort to update online services following the CMA's investigation. So basically, it looks like there is an investigation on all subscription services regarding auto renewal practices. Sony has agreed to implement new measures for PlayStation Plus subscribers, which includes contacting long-term customers that haven't used their service for a while to remind them how to cancel subscriptions. If users don't cancel the service but aren't actively using it, Sony will stop taking payments. And Nintendo has also altered its business practices. Its Nintendo Switch Online service will no longer be sold with automatic renewal set as the default option. If users wish to turn it on, they need to do so after signing up. So this is after both Sony and Nintendo, after Microsoft agreed to change the way it presents its information to Game Pass subscribers in January. Microsoft pledged to new terms that clearly display information on the membership, including the price, how to cancel it, how to get a refund. King, this is a great topic. I didn't even know this was going on. So break it down, and why are you smiling?
The best things in life is free. Information is fantastic for people. Try to tell people a long time ago, Microsoft is for the peoples. They didn't. Wasn't nobody came to them and said, yo, you need to change this right now. This right here is a bad practice. You know, how many times do you have subscription services that you forgot that you even had
that's a
that's
fact.
hitting your bank account?
Yeah.
You know, how about that guy that hit that bank account and he was overdraft? You know, now you got $35 on top of your $15 for your Netflix. You know what I'm saying? That's why these dudes be scared of Game Pass. Tell the truth, ain't the devil.
Oh, man.
That bill could that reoccurring come up and hit you at the wrong time of the week.
Come on, kid.
Boy.
Don't do him like
$5
that.
Extra.
Don't
you
do
got
him like
3 months that you could have paid for. Now you on the phone with the bank, like, yo, listen, man, how did you let this happen? You let this happen. And then you call Sony, you like, yo, I need my money back. Sony like, no backseat, son. No backseat, son. So Microsoft has put this in place ahead of time. And what they didn't do, see, the article tells you they were doing this in Europe. Microsoft is doing it worldwide. All right, they're implementing that whole structure worldwide. Where Sony and Nintendo's like, yo, that's free duck, son. I don't care what nobody say. That they ain't take it off their joint. That's their problem. This is my money. And they've been hitting y'all for a long time. It happened to me with the PlayStation. They renewed. I tried to do because I forgot that they multiplayer wasn't free anymore.
Right.
So I had to pay for the multiplayer so I can play Hip Hop Gamer inside the game.
Right.
Pay for the PlayStation Plus or whatever the hell that they needed. Pay for it to play him. Played him. Forgot that there's automatic default.
Yeah.
On renewal. The next month they was right in my wallet, son. And I'm like, what is this PlayStation joint? I didn't order anything, and I went and it was a subscription. So again, they got the free bucks from me because I wasn't using it. And they could tell when you're interacting with your stuff. I'm happy that this is happening right now. Take away the free money, give it right back to the people, so the people that are current can't be abused any longer, because that's abuse. If they're not using your service, they shouldn't be charged for your service. You can tell if it's, but see, this is where the language is ambiguous. After a period of time. How long is that period of time? 1 year, 9 months, you know, and you have to give a definitive piece of time. After 30 days, if you haven't activated the service, we will take you off of automatic renew right before the next renewal. You know, so you have to be very careful with the language in it because they could still go through that loophole. But again, this can only benefit everyone. I don't know how many times it's happened to me until I can look at my bill. How many times has it happened to y'all guys?
No, it's real talk. It's real talk. Let's
Yeah,
get Dirt.
absolutely.
Dirt, what you think, bro?
I didn't know nothing about this until right now. Also, I think it's cool, man. I didn't realize this whole topic, and I didn't realize Xbox was actually doing that. You know, because the default, because like the average person, they just sign up. They don't like he said next month he was like, yo, what's this PlayStation stuff in my yeah. So you know, like the average person, they don't really check on that, and I think it's fair, and I think it's good customer service to say, yo, they're taking away that as the default option. You know, and just, you know, if you really like our service, you would continue to subscribe, and you have to, you know, check on it and make sure that you click the right option to continue to subscribe. So I think it's cool, but you know.
No, fair enough. Lord 108 Dragons TV, where we at, man? Auto renewing subscription services. Everybody seems to be jumping on board now that the competition and market authority is kind of involved now. So what's your thoughts on this?
Hey, listen, it's good business practice. I'm gonna give y'all a story real quick.
Let's go.
I you know, some things you pay through PayPal. Right. I don't look at the PayPal bill, right? I was getting hit 3 times in 1 month for $24.
Wow.
Whoa. And I don't never, when I get my, this is your PayPal statement. I'm like, I'm hardly about nothing through PayPal, so I don't look. For about a year.
Wow.
They was getting me. So this is good business practice. And like Microsoft started in Europe, then they turned it worldwide. Yeah. So listen, this is good business practice. You know, I don't want things to auto renew, and you don't want things to auto renew. That you don't want to. If it ain't Netflix and or Amazon Prime or something, listen, get out my wallet. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so this is great. This is great for the consumer at the end of the day. It's good that the other 2 companies is picking it up because Microsoft took the lead on it. So it's good. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fantastic point.
I wish I could have got all that money.
I wish the CMA was
PayPal
back.
took care of me because I'm like, yo, y'all didn't, you know, they did send me the statements, but it was the same company hit me 3 times. Whoa. Same company hit me 3 times, so it's good.
No doubt. You already
know. I got a lot of the money back.
No, that's what's up. Lord Addict What are we thinking about this auto renewal subscription services?
I don't care.
You good
I
with
really
it?
don't.
You good with it? Leave it
I
on.
don't-
Leave it on. Burn through.
Like to be honest with you, when it comes to that, like, you know, then I'll just stop using your service if you're gonna force me to auto renew or anything like
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's just like, look, you ain't forcing me to do anything. I can assure you that. So, like, you ain't like it ain't happening. You might think it's gonna happen, but then you just see, poof, Addict has left the building.
I feel you. I'll jump in. It was interesting to me because yeah, shout out to King for bringing this to my attention. I did not know this went down, and I think, like I said, it's good consumer protection, right? It's good to understand, like, because I think what it is even though this is not one-to-one like loot boxes or anything like that, I think what people are realizing is how lucrative gaming can actually be, and people having these subscription services on, you know, is definitely something that they need to be aware of. The only thing I find interesting, I don't know, King, I don't know the details. I don't want to comment fully, but I don't know if all three corporations were initially willing to be like, oh, okay, like, as opposed to someone checking the books and be like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah,
why
what's happening here?
Yeah, why is there no option to turn this off? Because I'm like,
well, they have a federal regulations bureau
Yeah.
that was like looking at that aspect of it,
Right.
and the reoccurring charges and stuff like that. And I think Microsoft just took the lead ahead of time,
right.
before the repercussions came down.
Right.
Because they make big deals. They're doing Activision, they're doing Bethesda. They're not doing like Bungies and little deals and stuff like that. Trying to little.
Oh, yo,
To my man King for being 50 Cent. He is so
so
petty.
petty,
Oh,
bro.
man. That's funny, bro.
They don't want eyes in their wallet, so they gotta have the appearance of
This is pocket watching talk.
of fantasticness with the public. You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
it. I love
my
it, King.
Lord, King's messy.
TTS.
Always taking shots. He's always taking a shot, bro. Look, nah, I
They
feel you.
gonna
I
take
mean,
my foot off their neck. They ain't doing it to us. You ain't getting back there. Now listen, Dirt. Shout out to your video. Your video had me dead. That's right. We got beaten our knees. The last generation. I'm not taking my foot off your throat.
Exactly. Thank you.
anyway,
brother.
petty. But yeah, look,
You'll ask him, you be like, so what do you think about Halo? Well, Killzone is dead.
yeah, you be like, I be like, yo,
They
what?
stopped making Killzone.
Yeah, I be like, why did they catch a shot for this? I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with
Funny,
it.
man.
They spoke you. You was a Halo
That's
killer,
funny.
right? You ran outside, right? Killing Dilla, right? All right, bye.
That's funny, man.
You tough, right?
You a tough dude.
Dudes get shot
die
every day. You
every
tough,
day.
right? Your King is supremely messy.
That's funny stuff, man.
Anyways, that's all I got on it. But nah, this is good
Games
stuff.
die every day, homie.
Good stuff for the community. And make sure y'all check y'all auto renewal, please. Because it's on now.
Or Overdraft will check it for you.
Yo, ridiculous. No doubt.
Checking it right now.
Yeah, check. Make sure y'all check, man. Or now, yo, Sean, hold on. Is that the Wandering Dutch from the Midweek Mix-Up podcast? Is that he? Is that him? Just want to make sure his levels is good. Make sure we hear him. Hopefully he getting his situation corrected while we take care of these super chats. Attic, help me out real quick.
I'm looking now.
While we do that, I can actually get some merch, which we missed.
Dutch.
Too. Dutch in the building. Dutch, let me check your levels, sir. How you sounding?
Yeah, should be sounding good.
Yes, there we go.
Nice.
The
Happy
Wondering
Ishtar,
One.
son.
The
We got
one.
a $5 super chat from Clutchman01. Thinking about grabbing that X screen. I'm always be on the airport with little man. Do any of you have it, or what are your thoughts? Is the screen nice? I'm pretty sure Cog has one.
I
don't
got
you?
that.
No, I got the X screen. It's fantastic. I'm gonna be bringing it to PAX East with the homies, so y'all can check it out.
I'm just gonna be bringing my my Google
What you bring with you? Oh yeah, joint.
Yeah, I'm
and
bringing my
and
headset.
108, you better bring that little setup you had. That was fire that you put on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to the people
Yeah.
so we can see it.
Then we have
The Surface Duo 2. Wonderful phone. Wonderful. Game Pass. X Cloud.
Okay. Paris
This
is
is my
in there.
Switch.
Okay. I see you. Go ahead,
Coming in
Attic.
hot.
then we have
Yeah.
a $10 super chat from Smelly Wrestling Geek.
Okay. Shout
What
out
do you
to him.
think? what do you think of the Oddworld Soulstorm developers saying that the game be on PlayStation Plus being devastating to the game sales? You guys want to talk
let me
about that?
jump
I mean,
on
I
it.
can tell you that real quick. I can tell you that. I mean,
Okay.
there's no surprise to me, you know, and you understand. It's dead over there, like like if a tree fall in the forest, do you really hear it, man? Did it really happen? You understand?
look,
Game Pass is in the middle of the city. It's popping, man. We
think-
know what goes on over here. Things get
I
sold
got
in
bars
over
for
here.
this. I got bars for this.
Yeah, you know, everybody that's inside Game Pass, they stuff is looking luxurious, baby. You're over there. I don't know, man. Your man came out and was like, yo, I don't know what's going on.
So are you implying that the services are not equal as far as what developers are getting over
I'm
there?
implying the bag ain't right. Something ain't looking good because
Something ain't right, huh?
he had 1 million dudes download his joint and it didn't equate to those.
Oh,
Go ahead, Attic, and I'm gonna jump in after
do
this.
think that
He was
after we-
devastated.
I do think that after we talk about this,
Yeah.
you know, since we got Dirt Griggity and we got 108, and I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you said someone else just
Yeah,
joined.
Dutch just joined.
Oh, Dutch just joined, man. I think we need to, you know, reminisce a little bit, talk about how Xbox has been winning these MPDs.
We're gonna. That's the final topic, but we'll get to what's going on. But before we go, let me.
on the thing. I didn't.
Yo, I
see
Yeah,
love
Attic.
this Attic. I love
Yeah, he's
this
me-
Attic.
he's messy
Keep your
today.
camera off every week.
Camera off addict is wild.
Camera of Attic is wild, but
That's
not.
hickory flavor addict.
He's he about to smoke, but not to the question.
smoke.
Shout out to I think the information happened on XEP and then something goes to those guys. So look, I'm with King on the simple fact that you know that happened. It did happen on the PlayStation Plus situation, right? As far as you know where he put that out. Now, the thing from my understanding is he got a bag from PlayStation to help complete the game. Right, so that was the first detail that I think a lot of things missed. Second of all, so if that doesn't happen, the deal doesn't happen, you don't necessarily come out. Then the other thing is, it's how you negotiate your bag. From my understanding from Game Pass, because he's mad because he said it's got millions and millions of downloads, but he didn't see that bread, he didn't see that money. So my thing is, you're supposed to negotiate your royalties. Because at the end,
Man,
massively,
you saying his
massively
lawyer's
underestimated
whack?
his
Yeah.
sales.
Go ahead, Dutch. Go ahead, Dutch.
He thought he was only going to get 50,000 or 100,000
Yes.
sales. And he got 4
So
million.
what exactly? So what's happening is you, in my opinion, not to be found, you can't complain now when you ain't putting your contract on your streaming numbers or your download.
Right.
You're supposed to negotiate
You gonna
that.
leave it up to homie that didn't know?
No.
The lights
Wait,
is
hold
off.
on.
He got the
But hold
payment
on.
to get the lights on, and you gonna go at homie because couldn't read the
all right,
contract
but
because the
here-
lights was off.
King, to your point, I don't know the structure of PlayStation Plus deal.
Nobody knows the
So
structure.
it's one. You are correct. It's one of the two. It's either A, you didn't negotiate your bag on your download because every download you're supposed to get a royalty. At least that's what we hear from Xbox people.
That's how we work over here.
Yeah. Or the contract over there is not set up that way.
Yeah, it's
that
not.
you just not getting that.
You maxed out at 50,000.
So
Yo, he signed a 360 deal and you know he did it.
don't do him like that. Not the 360 deal. Not the bad
He
record
said,
line.
all
Not
boxes and
jerking you.
lines is mine,
Not
homie.
jerking you
Whatever
records.
you got is
Not
me.
jerking you records, King. Not jerking you records, King.
Yo,
Don't do
jerking
that.
you records is right, son.
Anyway.
Bad boy
And he was
deal in
happy.
90s.
They gave him that
Go.
advance. He
Yeah.
was like, "Go do your thing." He
Right.
was happy. He was like, "I'm in the building. 4 million was my money."
And that's why
Like,
I
where's your
want to. Yeah, somebody got his publishing. That's a fact.
Where you publishing?
That's why I tell people to kind of pump the brakes on this. Oh, you see, this is why subscription services are bad. That's the specifics of his deal, whether it be negotiating
Absolutely.
or what was offered. You don't have to sign something that you don't like, and you need to anticipate. You need to hopefully be able to anticipate what the projections are for your particular game. So that's where I stand on it. But it's a great question. I was thinking about bringing it up, but everybody done talked about it on Sunday. But I'm glad we got the super chat in anyway. Anyway, moving on. You know what I'm saying? So what else we got? We got Skew. Who we got? After Smelly wrestling game. Oh, okay. I got Skew. $5 super chat. King got Sony fans catching shots like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Ricky, okay. Game of choice by choice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Paris, don't put a link up in there. We got to get that link. Put something up there. Let's see where that says. You're dropping that link right there. Oh, bro, Paris just hooked y'all up. Y'all better have grabbed that Game Pass trial offer. Xbox is in the building. Y'all better grab it.
Go.
Anyway,
No overdraft.
No overdraft. Shout
Hit
out.
you with the overdraft protection.
Shout out to Lord Paris, man. Thank you, brother. Much loved. Good to see you in the realm. We appreciate it. Gamer by Choice, $10 super chat. You all are an all-star podcast. Loving the show. Need to do it more often. Salute. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's the guest that makes us high. 108, Wondering Dutch Dirt. Everybody pulling up for us in the last minute. Really appreciate it. So I think that is that. Shout out to the Gamer Perspective. Hold on. I got to shout out LogNet in the building. You have to negotiate for how successful you think your title will be based on that. Factual. You are
So
on to
y'all are
something.
saying that homeboy, okay, because this was his thought process.
Right.
They don't have that many PlayStations out there. I'm thinking, and that's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what
Okay.
he said.
Okay.
He said, they didn't have that many PlayStation 5s out there.
Mm-hmm.
So my joint is gonna come out, it's gonna do X amount of this, that, and the third. I think he got bamboozled on the hustle side, and when it launched, he didn't understand. All right, well, I'm gonna get paid by the download. He was like, "Yo, do you want the bag up front, or do you want to get paid on the back end?" He's like, "Now, give me all my bread up front, homie." So he didn't have faith in his joint. When you have faith in your music, you have faith in any product. You understand? You say, "Give me the back end. I want the money at the gate, and I want the pay-per-view revenue. That's what I'm looking for. I don't care about that appearance and fee. I don't want that. You keep that. Give me the back end money." Well, now the back end came in real high, and now you looking over like everybody else brought Lamborghinis, and you sitting over here with the Tesla. You was balling when you brought that Tesla up front, but dudes got the money on the back end. So, like you said, negotiations in the contract. I just think Microsoft has structured theirs differently, that it wouldn't have been as devastating to him if he released it inside Game Pass. Well, now they got options. So look at your options, homie.
No, for real. Shout out to Gaming Perspective. He's dropping bars. This is the home team. He said he signed his deal before the game delay. That's true. The game did delay, and it screwed up his numbers. He said, I feel him on that. His numbers were based on launch week instead of months after launch. Again, it's the deal, man. It's the deal, right?
Deal he signed.
Yeah. Shout out to Tamor. Should be. Apologies if I mispronounce your name. Damn, I think it says $3 Australian. Damn, this is cool. Shout out to King, my favorite console fan. Oh my God.
That's what's up, yo. Thank you. I do prefer Xbox, and if you don't know now, you know.
If you didn't know, now you know.
That's why I came. They call me a fanboy. I embrace it.
Yo, check it out. And no one's half the battle.
Scrub G.I. Joe. Scrub Nurse, $2 super chat. Supposedly the deal was only for 100,000 downloads. Wow, that'd be interesting. Why you laughing?
Yo, they got him. Yo,
They said downloaded 4 million times, right?
I know they could not sign that deal fast enough and slipped it right back to homeboy. Here you go. You good? Everything good? You good? You know how when you finesse somebody, you check to make sure they, you all right? You all right? You good, homeboy? All right, you good? All right, yo, I'm gonna catch you later. All right, bye-bye.
Done.
Man.
Messy.
Oh, man,
We are-
did him dirty.
We are going to move on to the final topic. And got Dutch in the building, so I'm glad he's here for this. March European sales data. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to gamesindustry.biz. Oh, real quick, shout out to Gamer by Choice. Remember, for 30 months, this show has the perfect amount of news and comedy on this Easter Sunday. ILP, WGB, 108, salute, and don't forget Midweek Mix Up. They in the building here too, so salute them as well.
Salute, bro.
Yeah, man. So look, we've got the numbers for Europe came out, which I thought was pretty interesting. Shout out to Benji Sales. Shout out to GamesIndustry.biz. So on hardware, looks like Switch is number one on the platform, Xbox Series and PlayStation 5. Games Industry Biz goes on to say stock shortages continue to hold back Xbox and PlayStation, but it was a strong month for Nintendo Switch with sales up year on year. Over 14.2 million games were sold all across the board, a rise of over 34% compared with March. So it looks like from the standouts, Elden Ring, Gran Turismo, Kirby, and WWE shine across Europe. So Elden Ring is the number one game for a second month in a row. Continues to be a major seller on digital download stores. Xbox Live, PSN, Steam accounted for 69%. Sony's Gran Turismo 7 King in a comfortable second position on the
They
podium.
like to play arcade races.
Someone said it was flopping, but
They didn't get it. Listen,
someone
what's
said
the number?
So second on the play said
the
the
number?
new release title actually sold best at physical retail, with box copies accounting for 58% of the
Right.
sales. The
There's
PS5
nothing over there,
said
man.
second place. The second PS5 version
You
of the
got no
game,
game. They gotta buy it.
in your opinion, but the facts in Europe say otherwise. The PS5 version of the
came in
game
too.
was the most let me finish the damn Gran Turismo news. The PS5 version of the game was the most popular, representing 64% of all copies sold, with the remainder on PlayStation
If
4.
you're not number one, you the first loser.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous.
Second place don't count. Nobody remembered you.
Anyway, finishing out the numbers as far as the software: Gran Turismo 7 second, FIFA 22 third, GTA 5 4, Kirby Forgotten Land in the fifth spot, WWE 2K22 6. Horizon Forbidden West 7 dropped down to 7. Pokemon, you stupid. Pokemon, you gotta get the extra on that.
Dropped out of the top 10, and now you not mentioning it all.
Oh, not the eat the balls. Come on. I mean, not the takeover balls. Pokemon Arceus. I don't know what that is. That's after act for the article on that. 8. F1 2021 9, and then running out the 10th spot is Tiny Tina Wonderland. So interesting news.
Arceus.
Arceus.
Arceus is like the one that's like 3D Pokemon.
Yeah.
It didn't appeal to me. In case you ain't noticed, I didn't review it.
Yeah, I can see you there. So yeah, then the last couple of things they say, PlayStation stock woes continue as far as Europe, as far as 332,000 game consoles were sold, and then they did well in accessories, and then they also talk about how Xbox is
They sell the flaps of the wings the most. They got the most wing flaps sold.
You're ridiculous.
in the month of February, they had the most wing flaps sold.
You're ridiculous. Anyway, so look, Dutch, man.
Snap into a sim gym.
We got you in the building. Europe in the building. You know what I'm saying? My European brothers over there. So, like, what do you feel about this data? What are the things that kind of stand out to you from this, from the European March sales?
Yeah, it's to be honest, it is exactly how it is over in Europe. The actual availability of Xbox consoles now is pretty much stable, I would say. To the point where you can literally pick up any Xbox Series S or Xbox Series X for that matter, pretty much at will now.
Yeah.
It does sell out, but then it's back in stock again within a day or so. So it's much more rapidly replenished than it ever was. So I think they've pretty much got on top of it now. PlayStation, on the other hand, still haven't got on top of their stock issues. One of the game stores near me went into, they said, yeah, we do get them in quite frequently, but they don't last. But we don't get many in either.
Okay.
The stores over here, much like I think I've heard over in the US as well, they spread the stock very thinly between stores.
Okay.
For PS5s. It's exactly the same here. They get 5 in or something like that at a time.
Wow.
And then that's
like this is launch week.
5. It's like literal minimum amounts. It's like 5 in at a time, and then obviously they go, but they replenish them relatively quickly as well. So it's starting to get better, but PlayStation definitely still haven't got on top of it yet.
Right.
It shows though the smartness of the decisions by Xbox to produce a smaller, less powerful console that was far cheaper and much easier to produce on a mass production scale. For the die sizes, getting 2 Series S out of 1 die size Series X.
Yeah, that's big.
Which is a massive thing for them, because obviously it means that even if they can't mass produce the Series X because of issues, they can most definitely get on top of the little man.
Little man reference.
Shout out to the little man.
Shout out to little man. We put little man up there for the crew.
Definitely getting on top of that, and you know what it is? I think it's
we at Iron Lords Podcast don't advocate you getting on top of little man.
Relax yourself, King. Relax yourself.
The joke go past. The joke was there. It was set up. Bada bing, bada boom,
Pause
bang.
on you, King.
pause.
A lot of little man. Put the little mans in the chat. We got respect for little man out here. For the little man in the chat. Continue, Touch.
But yeah, it's you know what it is. It is the perfect companion console though for people with a PlayStation as well, and that's what I think a lot of people don't assume. Like if you get outside of the whole Twitter fanboy console warrior mentality, and you go into the casual realm, like people will pick up something that is cheap. Oh, the new Xbox. Oh, it's only £250. Right, okay, I'm getting one.
Yeah.
Because it's there and it's cheap and it's available. And like I knew my sister's new partner, actually met him for the first time yesterday. And the first thing he said, he's looked at the Xbox and he was like, I literally just picked up a Series X just for Halo.
Wow.
Like that's like and he said, I don't game, but I've wanted Halo, so I picked up a Series X.
That's right.
Wow.
And it happens like that. And I don't like, it's the first time I've met the guy, so
That's true.
I have nothing about him or his past with gaming or anything like that. So it's obviously working.
Now you know he's smart with money.
The only thing Xbox really need to improve on in Europe, and they still haven't got on top of it, is advertisement. Advertisement is so poor over here. Like PlayStation absolutely dominate the ads.
Really?
All over bus shelters. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn, or even if it's Death Stranding, whatever the new game is that comes out, it's all over the place.
All over the place.
Xbox, nothing. You'll be lucky to see an advert on the TV.
Wow. Let me ask you this, because this is another thing I want to ask you from a European perspective, is that like, I don't want to feed too much into it, but I have heard this and I want to see if you've heard it, which is the AMD and the chip situation. Because we hear about the shortages. We hear about, hey, Sony is having problems, keeping up the stock, keeping supply. Obviously, we talked about the foresight with Microsoft with the Series S and the die size and everything else. But some have called into question the relationship with AMD and Microsoft. And there's been a narrative I've seen that, hey, because of this great relationship, you see Surface tablets now with AMD chips. You start to see, what I'm saying? The 108 running around with, AMD powered by AMD. Right? The relationship is very cozy. It's very cozy. So, does Wondering Dutch, Lord Wondering Dutch, do you subscribe to this theory that because Microsoft has this great relationship, I mean, the presidents came out on stage. I forgot the lovely lady that came out with Phil during conferences with the announcement Series X will be powered. That's when we got RDNA 2 and talk going on, and who got what and who didn't get what. So, Dutch, what do you think about this, sir?
It's business at the end of the day. They made smart business decisions.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing. We doing smart. Okay.
Obviously, they paid for a higher and quicker chip output. They paid for more volume at a higher rate, and they obviously did that with smart business decisions. And at the end of the day, Xbox were coming into this generation intent on correcting issues that they had in the previous gen.
Fair.
And that's not just on the gaming front. Like, they looked at things from top to bottom and said, listen, this is where we're failing. And the only two things that they need to fix now, primarily, we know the games are on the way, the consoles are there.
Yes.
The two main things that they need to fix outside of that space is localization and advertisements.
Who did that?
Repeat that localization, brother. Tell us.
I just want to know who did that for you. Who's changing all these things that they had wrong? I mean,
are you implying that we should give credit to Xbox's only begotten son?
Listen, Xbox only begotten son. Ever since he got there, everything has been changing. The skies is looking bright. Everybody changes, glistening a little bit different. I mean, I'm just saying, man.
What's his name, kid?
If Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer doesn't show you exactly what he about, what else do you need on this wonderful Easter Sunday? Hey, man, put your hand up and just say thank you, Phil.
Oh man.
Back to Dutch's point. So you do feel like he said they've made tremendous improvements in foresight of what went wrong with the last generation to correct this generation. But to your points, which I think are fantastic, especially localization doesn't get talked. Why? Tell us from a European perspective, why is this so important with localization in the advertising part?
The localization advertisement specifically is the vast majority, specifically in Central Europe, are probably either unaware of Xbox in the vast majority of places. They don't stock them at all. They don't advertise them at all. And on many occasions, even Forza Irwin, the previous generation for the Xbox One, when that launched, He had to drive to. Obviously, he's in the Netherlands. He had to drive to Germany to get one.
Wow. How long is that drive? Jeez.
It's about 4 or 5 hours.
Wow. Yo, shout out to Forza Irvin. He hardcore with it. Wow.
Yeah.
So from a local Netherlands. Didn't stock them. Wow. That's like literally the equivalent of
an entire year after the Xbox launch that they eventually started stocking them in the Netherlands.
Wow. That puts it in
So-
perspective. I mean, for us, I guess that would be like, what we say, King? Like that would be us for the equivalent of driving to DC to get a console.
Or Boston.
Yeah, Boston, that's like us going to Boston because we don't have an Xbox in New York City or New Jersey. Like that is insane.
I'm doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, I do it too. Yeah,
I'm doing it.
And that's commonplace across Europe. The UK is a
I'm
little bit
not
better.
doing it after launch week. Like after launch week, if I wasn't there day one, I don't care. This is a Sony problem. Why are we acting like it's all doom and gloom? You didn't get your monies up. You put your money in a different box. That's it. You didn't walk up there and say, yo, listen, I need more. I got to get more chips. Actually, if y'all go back and look at it, they cut back the amount of PlayStation 5s that they said that they wanted to manufacture because the cost of chips was too high.
Right.
They didn't value you guys getting a console. So now y'all out here upset that the worm has turned. Microsoft is now out selling PlayStation. And then again, I'm not a numbers dude because me personally, I only brought 5 of them. Right? And I only brought 5 PlayStations, right? So any of you dudes that want to come at me and talk about numbers, you only brought 1 and you probably don't even got one. You're probably looking at through the window talking about when are they going to be available? Well, why don't you drive your behind to Boston and go get one if you really want something so
to be
bad?
honest with you too,
it's Sony fault.
Like this can actually look like, did Microsoft use its funds to get ahead of the game? Yeah, but Sony uses its relations with Japan all the time to get exclusive content. So it's like one uses something different and the other one uses something else different. And what's funny is you're seeing like MPDs like one after month after month. Like I do understand that it has a little bit to do with the supply restraints, but when you look at it, people will sit there and the same people that say the Series S isn't selling are the same people saying the reason that the Series consoles are selling more is because of the Series S.
Absolutely.
Which one is it? Like,
Exactly. I agree with that, man. And see, the thing is, let me say this right quick. If the Xbox Series X and S's are sitting on shelves, right? If people are buying them, what does that mean? It means it's a desirable console. People are buying them.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody say.
They're giving it away, Dirt. That's what it is. They're giving it away, Dirt. There can't be interest. There can't be interest.
It's only going to get more profitable for both sides as well because 5nm chips have just started to be put into production. So the cost of chip production is going to go down. It's obviously saving in die size anyway. So the actual overall outlay for producing a console for both Microsoft and Sony will also drop. Now we know Sony won't change the price. Why would they? They've already done a cost-cut measure, and they didn't change the price there.
Let me ask y'all a question. I got a serious question, right? For people that move the goalposts. You buy Xbox Series S or X, and the S is outselling the X. Do you think Microsoft cares? No,
absolutely not.
You're in the ecosystem, right? You playing them games. They don't care which one sells. Right. You buy the preference of your choice. I mean, I want the premium experience. So, I still have I still got a S, but they don't care where you play.
That's a
fact. I'll take it even one further. They don't even care if you don't buy an Xbox. As long as you're on xCloud, as long as you're buying the games on PC.
And you're in Game Pass.
Yeah, and to Dutch's point, I got to give him credit as far as foresight because, King, you remember, one of the things that frustrated us with the Xbox One launch, remember how limited territories it launched in?
Oh,
absolutely. Xbox One? And we were like, yo, how y'all did?
Like, it was like territories.
Yeah, and then I remember like 1 year, 2 year into the generation, like, yeah, we just launched in this region. I'm like, just now? Yeah, like 2 years later. So when I hear Dutch's story, it really resonates with Forza Erwin and what the things he'd have to do. That just shows you how bad situation was as far as from a stock perspective and local, as far as regional perspective. So yeah, it is foresight, and as Dutch said, I agree with him, bro. That's good business. Sign of intelligence, to King's point from Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer, is is learning from your mistakes and correcting, right, and making the necessary moves that are to improve it. So I have no problem with it. So I definitely agree with you guys there.
I just got one question.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So when Sony wins NPD, that's when they stocks is back. That's when they stocks is
That's
back.
what we doing. Okay.
So if they never win NPD again, the story's gonna be they don't got enough to fight.
That's gonna be the story, brother.
I'm just telling you what the streets are saying.
But I got mine
You
though.
know what's crazy though? Like let's talk about, what we always talk about. The beginning of a generation defines the rest of the generation.
Yep.
Microsoft making this move to, regardless, I don't know if it's ever been officially confirmed, but let's say Microsoft did pay that money to get prioritizing like these chips. They could have low key just helped themselves win the entire generation, because what defines where people go towards the middle to the end of the generation, where their friends are. And if Microsoft making their consoles more available than their competition at the beginning of the generation leads to more sales towards the end, because their friends are on that same console that they couldn't get a PlayStation. My girlfriend was just talking about, she's up on my PlayStation. She's like, "Hey Jay, is there any PlayStation 5s available?" I was like, "No," because she's been playing on one, so she wants the PS5. She's like, "Well, I guess I'll get the Xbox then." Like no hesitations whatsoever. Like
that's a good point.
Hey, Alex, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle, you about to go?
No, go. Then I'll go after you.
No, he's absolutely right. Where your friends are playing. That's why I always say word of mouth is so important. Like the best way to advertise. If you're 4 years into the generation, there's a Xbox Series S Slim or even Xbox Series X Slim, and people are picking it up. I'm telling you, man, that word of mouth is going to continue. Like my friend down the street has got an Xbox, Xbox. He's playing Xbox Game Pass, and eventually Call of Duty's in there. Like what?
And did you
Call
see
of
that?
Duty's in
Not to cut you, did you see that poll for people who don't have Xbox? If
I
the
saw that.
Activision deal goes through, with that lead, it was
46%. Yep.
Said
Hey, man, that's something.
that's big.
No, we gotta finish that statement though, Cog. 46% of PlayStation and
players.
Nintendo facts.
Yeah.
fans want to say
I'm telling
we
you, it's
need
huge,
Game
man.
Pass.
Right. And that's what
That
goes to
was
show.
huge.
That's what goes to show you, even with the exclusivity or not Call of Duty thing, it doesn't matter. The value of having those games, a Diablo 4, Overwatch, you know what I'm saying? All
Bethesda
these
games.
Bethesda
I told
games.
you about that fake loyalty. These dudes be talking frailty. I give you frailty, PlayStation. They $100 cheaper. Well, I remove my frailty and I'll see you next generation.
You did say that the $100 cheaper last generation was a big fact.
It was the broke dudes that won the war. The broke dudes. Yo, PlayStation said, yo, we ain't putting no cameras. We ain't putting it's coming $100 cheaper. We gonna knock them out the box. Why? Because they like TCL television. They in the business. So we know the broke dudes win every war. And they like to call the broke dudes casuals. That's another word for the broke dudes.
Stop. Stop it.
The casual. Listen,
Stop it.
The casual dudes is the dudes that's not the hardcore dudes. They not us. Us, we in here, you just heard dudes told you they would drive to a whole nother state to get a console. The casual dude said, it's not where. If it's not, if I can't order it on Amazon, I don't care. So
you know what I realized that had changed a little bit is the fact my brother, who is a blue collar worker, notoriously has never gamed in his life, messages the other day a picture of his character in Sea of Thieves.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
I was like,
how'd you get hit?
Playing games? I was like, what?
And
this is a strange.
And
like,
what was his
ever talked
motivation?
video games.
I'm curious on what the motivation is, because I'm hearing chirps even like this on Defining Duke, and we'll get write-ins from like people, surprised like people in Japan, like, hey, it's catching a little bit steam. It's catching steam here. People are picking it up, and the Game Pass narrative, kind of thing, and obviously the Series S, Little Man, and stuff like that. But I'm just curious, like, for example, what you use with your brother. I know this is anecdotal evidence. We're not saying the whole, you know what I'm saying, but we are seeing a shift, right? We are seeing it's not the same like how it was.
I can tell you what it was as well.
What was it from?
Word of mouth. It was word of mouth.
Okay.
Word of mouth, right.
His friends that he worked with in the factory, they all have Xboxes. He's never notoriously gamed and was like, oh, playing this game. And he likes the Witcher TV series. He was like, I'm going to play the Witcher on there as well.
Okay.
So he's picked up the Witcher. He's playing Sea of Thieves. He's got like 3 days in Sea of Thieves. I was like, this is a guy that's never played.
And he's got Game Pass. Was he aware of Game Pass?
Yeah, he's got Game Pass. Yeah.
Wow.
Like he came over and he was like, you don't happen to have a headset I can have, do you? I was like, yeah, he has a headset. He has a spare controller. I was like, go for it. I've got loads. Yeah. I was like,
wow,
so strange.
Nice. See the word of mouth thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it is 100% word of mouth, and it was just so strange, surreal even, because he's like the last time he gamed was when we were probably about 12, 13 years old.
Wow. Word of mouth.
Bringing dudes back from the dead.
Since then, he's been like full engineering, like retrofitting cars and modifying cars and working in factories and doing hands-on work and creating things for people, but never, ever. Like he built his own extension on his house. He's a proper blue collar. Nothing to do with video games.
That's amazing.
Xbox.
That's a beautiful story.
Let me say this right quick. Word of mouth. My boy, he's a super casual, right? Super casual. He plays maybe Warzone and he plays maybe NBA 2K. That's it. Every year. He called me after the Xbox Activision Blizzard announcement.
Right.
He called me. And he said, yo, Dirt, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? He said, hey, is it true that Xbox is buying Call of Duty? Because he don't know.
That's all they know. That's what they Call of Duty by association.
Now, I don't know who told him this, but somebody told him this.
It was in the newspaper.
Well, yeah, but I don't know where he found it out from. So I was like, yeah, bro, the deal isn't official yet, but eventually it will be. And then he asked me, does that mean Call of Duties will be in Game Pass?
Oh.
I said, yeah. He was like, what? That's fire, bro. That's casual. He plays Call of Duty Warzone. Like he made played a regular yearly Call of Duty. He was like, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, yeah, bro, that's real.
Yo, 108. But we know them dudes. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Like we know them dudes that every year is COD, Madden, 2K.
That's it.
That's it.
FIFA. And
FIFA. Yeah, and FIFA. Fully. That's it.
That's it, bro.
Right? So if you have 3/4 of those in your joint, in your service, and you say, yo, let's say it be one of them free R. Kelly weeks, you ain't got it that week, right? So you go into the joint, you see you in the store, and you like, damn, so the Xbox is okay, and low man is 300, okay. But damn, I don't got it this week. Oh nah, fam, we got you. Like, you ain't hear about this Xbox All Access? You can walk out right now, and Game Pass is in the service, and the Call of Duties that's out now, November. Right now, you get all this. Walk out the store, 20-something plus games.
Every Call of Duty ever.
Bro, 108, we know those dudes.
Yo, facts.
Talk to me. Tell me about this thing.
As old as we are, we've been gaming a long time. Back in the days, we only had magazines and what your homeboy started the game.
Yes.
Word of mouth.
Yes.
That's
We
it.
didn't have the social media outlets and all these apps and Twitter.
Facts, bro.
All we had was word of mouth.
Yeah.
Some of us used to walk up in the store and don't
In the
know
back
nothing
of the
about
box.
the game and look at the back,
Back of the box.
Back of the box.
That's when the artwork determined if there was a hot purchase.
That's it. That's it, bro. Hey,
That's what we went through.
That's facts.
So
108.
word of mouth is the best mouth. Listen,
Talk
when a
about
movie
it.
come out and Morbius, right? People was like, yo, this is trash. Or not people, the critics said it was trash.
Yeah.
I went to the movie was fire.
Mm.
Right? So now I start telling people, listen, in my opinion, it was a damn good movie to me. And then you go see it. Then you tell a friend. You tell a friend because they initially said Blade 1 was trash.
Yeah.
See how
Who
that
said Blade
turned
1
out?
was trash?
Some of the critics.
That was
Some
the
of the
critics.
critics. Yeah, some of the
They
critics.
crapped on that movie. And then we all went to the movie theater and was like, what are they talking
It
about?
was a cult favorite.
That's a fact.
Facts.
No, that's a fact.
It was the biggest Marvel movie ever for a long
For its time. For its time. No,
right.
absolutely.
For a long time.
But
Yeah,
I want to jump on something that Dutch said though. Wait, like I do think it behooves them to step this marketing up. I still feel Like they should be shouting this thing from the rooftops. Like we should be seeing like billboards, like you know what I'm saying. Like I know they did, I think Super Bowl, whatever, but it's like I still don't feel enough people know about Game Pass in the manner it should
They
be.
just need a big billboard that just says 100 plus games, $10.99.
Yeah.
Right, but you know,
They don't even do that. Like that's the most basic of thing. It shows how cost effective it is.
Right.
Like it's cheaper than Netflix. By like over here, it's by like £7.
But Dutch, you gotta put the Call of Duty logo. You gotta put to draw the casual in.
Absolutely.
All the
because
big
look,
ones.
we live in New York. We spoil, right?
Yeah.
You go to the Deuce.
Yeah.
You'll see a Gears poster the size of Godzilla.
Yes.
You'll see Xbox and this, but we in New York.
Correct.
But once you leave New York,
Correct.
they got to step it up in general.
I
The
agree.
Super Bowl
Especially
ads, I mean, every
internationally,
time you turn on your
especially.
Paramount Plus, you see the Warthog.
Yeah.
They gotta listen. They gotta step it up.
Yes.
But Wonder and Dutch is talking about that's ridiculous. He's begging for them to advertise their product.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Like we're spoiled, but even when you leave New York, I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
It's
true,
in a
bro.
major shopping area, and I don't see no
Nothing
advertising.
here.
Nothing. You see PlayStation everywhere.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
As soon as you see a blue billboard, you don't even know what it is, but you automatically assume it's a PlayStation ad.
Yes, that's what
The
they've done.
funniest thing is, it's like they are the main headline sponsors for both the England football team and the French football team, but it does nothing. Like it means absolutely nothing. It's like Xbox is partnered sponsor for England football team and partnered sponsor for France Federation of Football, but it doesn't do anything. Like
So
there
you
is
think the advertisement is in
just a press release.
So you think the
It means
advertisement's in
nothing.
the wrong area? They need to allocate it differently
Yeah.
where it's going. Okay.
Like they've got a lot of they do these headline things where they're just like, oh, we've partnered with such and such. Like, well, that's great, but that's not advertising to anybody. Like,
No, that's real.
all
That's
that's
real.
saying is like Xbox is a partner. Like that doesn't tell you anything about the service or the games that you get in the service or anything like that. There's no like ads on TV. They'll like for Game Pass, they'll just do an ad for one game and then say play it in Game Pass. The Game Pass ad needs to highlight all of the big franchises that are in there, not just one game. Because if you show every like a glimpse of even 10, 15 games in this like little 1.5 minute ad, you're gonna get a lot more people interested and go, what? That's only like £10 a month.
Yeah.
Like, it's cheaper than Netflix right now, and like with the cost of fuel and everything going through the roof, and I want to get the newest games, but I can't afford to right now because like literally gas and electric has doubled, if not tripled for some people.
Right.
Like, you gotta think of actual cost of living now when people like all these people talk about watching the money or you can't afford it because you're broke. Like real time, like worldwide right now, we are in a situation where the cost of living is absolutely through the roof.
Yeah. Welcome to New York and LA
And
and
for
the
the
rents.
average family, it's getting tight.
Yeah.
So services like this that allow people to continue to get the newest thing on the market without breaking the bank is most definitely something that should be shouting about from the rooftop because it is needed right now.
Yeah. No,
Like
absolutely.
without it, people are literally going to be getting like scraping together money for like a couple of weeks just to get one game. It's going to be like the old days again.
Oh, they're doing that now on the PlayStation side. $70. Oof.
But Microsoft could do something.
It's equivalent of $90 over here.
Yeah, I know.
Microsoft
And in
could do
Canada, it's
something
100 and something.
very simple, right? You invested in gave GameStop some money. You moved everybody to the back of the store. Okay, you did that.
Right.
But how about do the small ads on these damn apps that everybody got on their phone?
Yeah. There's a lot they could improve on for sure.
Right. Like, and then you could have a commercial in a tweet.
But we talking
commercial on
about them
Twitter.
improving on what they're doing, and they have improved doing everything.
I mean,
And-
true,
Yeah, but they
and-
gotta
and I
do
think
better though,
more-
King,
I
on
think
the
that
advertising.
okay. Let's
Come on.
let's stop because there's a lot of cap. over
Nah.
here. I gotta give y'all this, man.
No,
Y'all
you pull out
gotta get the Hayachi face.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot
Here
of
we
cap
go.
going on, and I gotta say, not for Dutch though, because Dutch is over there, so Dutch could tell you more or less.
He
what's going
in the
on over there. But
streets
I'ma
over
tell
there,
you,
for real.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on over here. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. All right. I see the Bethesda commercials, and we already know Bethesda's in. And shout out to Greeny He's working closely with those Bethesda dudes. I see a lot of commercials. I see a lot of in sync type of commercials. I see a lot of smooth R&B Xbox commercials. I see a lot of.
Tell me where his channel is at. Tell me where his channel that you see all these commercials.
That's where the kids is at. They on YouTube. The kids is on YouTube.
It's all there. That's all I saw. Some old school joint. That's what I saw.
But they got but you know what? They're doing stuff different. But listen, what they doing? They must be doing something right. They winning MPDs. Xbox Game Pass is selling this ringing bells.
Yeah.
You know, everybody that's inside, every developer that's inside Game Pass is talking about how beautiful it is. They ain't talking about it's devastating to their wallet. So we're in a situation where they are doing everything right. They didn't lose power. They didn't lose price. They coming in MPDs. The games is ringing off. No, we're gonna keep this boot on their neck. And you're gonna worry about advertisement in a minute. We don't want to worry about it.
Oh, we don't worry about that. Okay.
You know why? Because all the dudes running to the store for a PlayStation keep advertising. Keep advertising because they run in the store and ain't no PlayStations there to get an Xbox. So you giving us the free promo.
So they doing the work. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You know why? Because the little kid said, Mommy, I want that PlayStation 5. All right. We're going to go right to the store. They go right to the store. Who's in the store looking at them Bogarting? Little man. Little man right there. Little man is $100 cheaper. And guess what little man plays? Games.
Game Pass right there with little man.
This is that conversation. You know how parents do it. They be like, but you speak to the parent will speak to the sales rep. But don't this play Call of Duty like you want? Don't it do everything? And it's only $300. The other one is $500. Right. You know how parents are trying to rationalize you out of what you initially want.
You crazy. You don't earn.
They make you change your whole like the whole desire. What you wanted.
So I think Microsoft looked over at PlayStation, was like, nah. Let them keep advertising. They ain't got no systems in the store anyway. We do. So when you go inside the store and the fact that they in the front of the store at GameStop and these dudes is in the back and they not even there, who you see first? Little man is out for the win, son.
So King, what do you feel, being that you mentioned GameStop, the relationship Microsoft has with GameStop, the relationship Microsoft has with AMD? Do you feel
I love that. I love all that. You know why I love it? You know why I love it? You know why I love it?
Bro.
Because I'm sick and tired of those dudes at GameStop when you go in there, they be like, well, the PlayStation version is basically over here. But if you can get the PlayStation, right now the resolution in the PlayStation is a little bit higher. You can't say that no more, homie.
You can't say it no more. I remember those days, King.
That's right. Pull up your tablet and get the Xbox out for them and cut it out right now.
I remember those days.
I love the fact that you in pocket right now.
Oh my god. Anyway, Attic,
talk that talk, King. I love it.
Attic, you still
I love it.
Muted. I didn't know if you had to step away. I had to get your thoughts before we move on.
Well, hold on. Look how the narrative has changed, right? First was resolution. We did that. Right? Now, Metacritic. Yo, my God. You see the scores on Metacritic? Now y'all getting bombed. Metacritic don't count. NPDs, PlayStation, we winning. Now NPDs don't matter. Listen, man. Listen.
I love it.
This is your message.
Listen. This is why you don't cap for things. Don't cap for a game. And then when they go on the other platform, we don't hear about you no more. You don't have nothing to say. You have nothing relevant.
Oh, yo, time out on God and them. What's up, guys? Guess what I've been playing this week? I've been playing Godfall, the real edition. And check it out. The Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer. Guess how much I paid for it? $0.00. You know why? Because I got it with my game rewards. You dudes that pay $70 and it was broken. It is over here and it's fixed and it's free. Shout out to me for doing that thing. And guess who else I'm playing this week? Pause. Bug Snacks.
You get Bug Snacks too? Okay.
Let's go, King.
Who's next?
Get the boxes up, baby.
Oh my God.
Boxes up.
This done devolved into something else.
Oh man, I love
Next.
it.
Dirt is all about this. Dirt is all about this.
We
That's what he's
getting
here
all
for.
your games. All your games is coming over. I don't care if they whack. I don't care if they dope. I don't care what it is. We getting all your games and you
getting
gonna
all
be
of them.
mad.
Listen, I ain't lying though.
love it.
If I see one of y'all playing Bug Snacks,
King.
I'm taking y'all off my friend list.
King.
Oh, you gonna take me off your friend list because the second I can download it, it's happening.
We didn't get Addict's buzz, man. I need Addict know about all this stuff. And MPD.
That's funny, man.
Addict, where you at with this, man? The MPD and all this stuff, man. I mean, MPD, the European sales, excuse me.
The European sales.
Yeah, just in general.
Look at it's just, I think it's good for Microsoft because they've never been like very active over there, and you know, better sales. Look, we know that Xbox is always going to do good in America, but when you start selling better in other places, that's when you know that they're starting to pick up more of a world appeal. The fact that they're doing so much better than Europe, and the fact that they're outsell even it like the limit PlayStation 5s that's there should still be better than the Xbox that is stocked there. Considering how bad they lost last generation. The fact that Microsoft is even winning regardless of limitations and anything means that they are picking up more steam there than they've had for the longest time. I think it's good because at the end of the day, the most important thing is the longevity and how much they could sell in general throughout the years. And I take a Microsoft right now that has no console games really. Let's keep that in mind. They don't even have games right now. Right now, like sure they have stuff coming out, but they don't have anything like of relevancy.
Oh, natty.
Why not? And let me say this right quick. Attic is absolutely right. And if anybody want to sit here and say that, I know some guys try to run with it, that this is the same as the Xbox One. They're the same as they was in the Xbox One generation. You need to do me a favor. Go in your bathroom, because I know it's dirty. Get some Windex. Clean your bathroom mirror. Look at yourself and just smack yourself. Because nobody can sit here and tell me the Xbox this generation, the Xbox Series generation, is going the same as the Xbox One generation.
You talking so much smack? I'm gonna go check my bathroom real quick.
Listen, man, y'all crazy messy today, but listen.
Sorry about that, Cog.
Listen, get your balls. I figured you had to get it out your system. Listen, I get it. The reason why I don't go crazy because I do understand what you guys are saying, especially King from last generation, right? And especially what Dutch is saying, right? And correcting mistakes. That's a fact, right? So yeah, I'm for it. I thought that you know, they made some great strategic moves. I like to see the European thing. The European thing is huge because, to be honest, that's in my opinion Jim Ryan's rise.
Yeah, he's losing his grip.
It is. He's from my neck of the woods.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. From the north of England.
From the north of England. So it's like people don't realize like. That to me is a very underrated reason to why the last generation went the way it was, and they got dominated. And
they got dominated,
right?
Absolutely.
To see them fight there, and I know people say, "Well, it's a stock." It doesn't really matter as long as people are getting the consoles.
They're buying them,
and they're buying it.
What is that?
That's a good point. I
mean, Jim got them hard bottoms and Phil got on them rubber bottoms, and they ain't a fight. Jim is slipping all around the places. Phil is slipping and dipping.
Jim wearing Crocs,
yo, stop it! Not the Crocs, not the Crocs, bro.
Let's be honest here. United States is Xbox territory. But Europe is PlayStation territory.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Period.
Yes.
For them to even make a dent
or
something, a conversation is being held that y'all are losing. Or they're even neck and neck with you. That's showing a statement in itself. You don't have to prove anything. We're here now. Now we're not playing with you. And people are when more people are buying, word of mouth is going to kill you. Game Pass is the truth.
And Attic made a fantastic point. I think that people don't realize the thing that's impressive about it, whether you want to say shortages or not, let's be real. Outside of the Big Mac, large fries, and the shake, which we know we're going to do what they do. Halo, Forza, you know what I'm saying? Gears. We know that's going to do what they do. These first party joints ain't even like Starfield starts up right at the end. Next, hopefully next year, whether it be the Hellblades, the Avowed, all the Bethesda titles. Then hopefully next year the Call of Duty launches and the Activision deal goes through. Then it becomes this deluge of Xbox first-party studios that are launching day and day in this service that's growing, and then consoles growing in regions that they were not dominant in, and the word of mouth continues to spread. And that, again, it's early. I'm not popping off.
But what happens then, though?
Right. That's how you start to win a generation. If you get... Listen, Xbox has been fortunate, too. We ain't going to say they ain't. You know, pandemic did help them on some levels.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it did.
We're
Wait a
not
second.
gonna act.
Wait,
We're not
so
gonna act
they
like
were in the
sometimes.
pandemic by themselves.
I'm just saying they got the foresight.
No, it was 2 people in the pandemic, and one person prospered and one person didn't. And you gonna say the
No.
pandemic helped one person?
I'm just
it was
saying.
equal pandemic for all.
Yes. I'm just,
We ain't gonna do that. They were in the
You
pandemic
know what it
together.
was,
They was
King,
both
King,
in the burning
King,
building.
benefited.
King, it definitely helped out PlayStation, but Microsoft had that cut in line money during the pandemic.
Right.
That helped
See, that's
them out
the
even
one
more.
person's wallet was bigger in the
They had to
pandemic.
weather the storm cash, and these dudes had to, I got to chill right here cash.
But look,
These
Look, we
people
gonna
had
come
that,
back. We gonna come
PlayStation
back.
had that fall in line cash.
listen, man.
Yo, Addict, Jim Ryan made the worst move ever. He said, yo, we're going to cut back on the PlayStation because right now the chips is too high.
We're gonna make some more PS4.
And Phil Lasatier said, chips high, please. I got that in my couch cushions. Hey. Let's get a couple more out
Chip
there.
priority.
Wow.
And listen, do me a favor. Give me a couple of $100 million so we can put in their servers, to help PlayStation out when they get their stuff on.
You're
Let's get it.
But look, I mean,
You
to
gotta
King's-
really be real, right?
Yeah.
Microsoft got more money than them,
Yeah.
and they was tired of these deals being cut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's big bank take little bank. You want to play with money? Bethesda. Oh, we have Final Fantasy 7. Oh yeah? Activision Blizzard. Now what?
Right.
No, I feel what you say. Listen,
We bought Housemarque.
No, what's
Yeah,
that
that's
other
it.
game?
Haven.
The Haven. That's what I was talking about. That's the one that was out there in '86. She was out there with Bobby Spurter and them. And them
you ridiculous. Look, I will say, to King's point, I will say you have to give credit to foresight, right? Foresight, regardless
Yeah,
of pandemic.
absolutely.
Look, they're getting off this generation. Saying I feel with the most positive potential start, considering all the first party games ahead, considering the fiasco a little bit with Halo Infinite, and the fact that they are, winning MPDs, they're in the mix, they're doing things and other. It's a great
all
start.
that gonna change when that Miles Morales, that new Spider-Man hit though. When it all hit, listen. Okay, so right now y'all hear me capping, right? You see the Hayachi face, right? As soon as Spider-Man is in the store, that's when my PlayStation 5 gonna kick on.
And then listen, and we know when their bangers do hit, so it's gonna be a competitive generation. That's pretty much all I got. Let's get these super chats and get up on out of here.
I'm gonna say one thing just to add to the Game
Yes,
Pass
please.
thing that I think people can't underestimate is
Please.
the family games.
Mm.
Like specifically with Little Man. Like
Mhm.
if you've got to think with the amount of families and things that are buying Little Man for Christmas and things like that, even for the younger generation, and you're getting all these little family games in there, whether or not it's Lego
It's
games
huge.
or Roblox or anything in between.
Huge.
Like that type of stuff. Because there's so much for them to choose, and so many different experiences. Like kids are literally spoiled for choice. There's so much on there as well
Yeah.
that families can be happy about.
Yeah, think
So it's
about
going to
it.
save them fortunes. Kids are going to be absolutely
And
over the moon. I think
fantastic
that is a selling point.
The 5 people potentially, right? The rumors are on the plan. Then you think about them removing the free-to-play barrier in time, right? For the games like the Fortnites and all these games that are free-to-play that not requiring the Xbox Live Gold thing. The potential of Xbox Live Gold being merged, we're hearing into a tier as well. Like they're setting themselves up. If they do this, like this is a fantastic start. You gotta for the generation. We have to give it to them. And yeah, it's a fight. It's going to be a fight. It's not. They're not playing no games. Like 108 said. It's like okay, you want to lock out time exclusives. You want to play, these games and stuff like that. And business-wise, as far as how people move, as far as locking things out, they buy in the building. And you got to use your biggest. If your asset is your war chest, you got to use it. And they finally have from up top to use it.
Hey, you guys, I gotta go. My back is hurting so
Now do your
much
thing.
right now.
That chair. Show the chair before you leave. Show people what you were suffering with. I got to show that chair.
His butt went numb.
You gotta see. You gotta show it one time before you go do your outro. I gotta see the chair though, because you suffered, brother.
Stand. Hold on, you gotta give him a second.
Yeah, oh Lord, that chair, show it.
Right there. Yo, look, and right there on the left side is really worn on that side. That's where he was.
Oh
leaning
my
to the left.
God.
Oh.
That chair's
cheek,
crazy.
that left cheek
Got that
is
off the
crazy.
set of Little House on the Prairie. Wow.
I lasted as long as I could, man.
You did your thing.
You did your thing, bro. You
House
did your
on the
thing. That
Prairie.
chair was real. Now, shout out to you.
Go lay down on your stomach. Go sleep.
Why are you telling another man to go buy
Let-
Hey, pause. Hey, stop that.
You lay down
Stop
how
that,
you
stop
choose
that.
to lay down.
Hey, you can lay down however you like that.
Don't let no man tell you how to lay down, Addict. That's right.
That's right, Addict. You don't let a man tell you how to lay down.
Moving along. Shout out to Free Suge Knight with the $5 super chat. I'll be eligible for parole in 2037. The same year, Sony will have a multiplayer game worth playing. Shout out to the ILP. Wow.
Disrespectful.
This
I like
is
that,
just-
Jeff.
crazy.
I like
They
that.
are just out of pocket.
2037. Good God.
Yeah, they out of pocket right now. Let me get the rest of these super chats because it is crazy. That was
Crazy.
my
That
man.
was heat. That was heat right there.
All right, so we did Smelly, Wrestling Geek. All right. Oh, damn, here we go. Okay. So, For Havoc with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Superbot Christopher Hart. See you here again next week. Okay. Leroy Huston, $2 super chat. King is messy. Yes, he is. Drunken Ninja, $5 super chat. ILP doing the Lord's work on the Lord's day. Blessed to be here and part of this community. Salute to you, Drunken Ninja. Salute.
Bless him, brother.
Smelly Wrestling Geek. He's back. $10 super chat. Sony needs to worry about buying up exclusive games and cop that chip priority. Wow.
Yeah.
No doubt he put that twice. $5 super chat. He said Sony needs to not worry about buying up exclusive games and cop that chip priority. So he corrected himself with the secondary. So super chat. Spartan Go 17 with the £2. Phil needs to put them ads on Stagecoach buses, bruh. Dutch, do we approve? Stagecoach buses need to go down. Okay, cool.
Stagecoach is like the national bus, like local bus services.
Okay, well, that's like y'all Greyhound for us.
See,
Okay,
and
all
he
right,
said
cool.
that, and I was just like, no.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. See,
Back
good.
in Red Dead Redemption, cut that out.
You thought it was an old Stagecoach?
That's
The horse and buggy? Come on, King.
Take it to Red Dead Redemption.
King.
Come on, man.
Really?
We don't need to be on those stagecoaches. They rob them.
Moving along. Good thing we had Dutch for the clarification.
Thank you. I appreciate
Mr.
that, 'cause I was gonna mess
Irishman.
that up.
Mr. Irishman, salute. £5 super chat. Xbox paying for chip priority from AMD has the same energy as PlayStation paying for game priority from Square.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Jonas the Dad, $2 super chat. S on the kids' room. X in the living room. Can't get one PS5. All right. DJ Oros being messy like Forte, $2 super chat. Hey, bestie. Salute to DJ. That's my Destiny brethren. That's the homie. Salute. Being messy. For Havoc, which is $5 super chat. Isn't that the worst narrative for PlayStation? If Lil Bro is out here selling the PS5. Okay. Spartan Go 17, £2 super chat. And sorry, Death Stranding plot was utter rubbish. Okay. He coming for Death
Telling the
Stranding.
truth.
No more
lies
Oscar.
detected.
No more Oscar. $2 super chat. I'm getting fed up from Game Pass and Easter plates. Oh, you getting fed? Oh, he eating. Okay, I got you.
Oh,
Eating.
okay.
I thought you meant fed up. You're getting fed from Game Pass and Easter plates. So you're eating 2 times. Okay, I see what you're doing. Spartan goes 17. £2 super chat. If Game Pass gets FIFA Day 1, they'll get Europe on lock. Dutch, do we agree?
Yes.
Okay, he agrees. Skew, Lord Skew, Matthew Askew. He
As bad
says,
as it is recently, 100%.
yeah. $5 super chat. I tell you, the biggest flex is MLB The Show in Game Pass, but full price on PlayStation. It's crazy to think about.
Agreed.
Scrub Nurse, $5 super chat. 100 plus games is bad marketing as well. 496 Game Pass games through xCloud, PC, and console. They need to get better verbiage and hype, but Xbox is still selling. No doubt.
That's true, bro. That's true.
No doubt. Hargeet Shani, salute. I remember him. $2 super chat. King, I think Xbox does need to expand market share in other regions by marketing more effectively. Xbox has little to no market share in most of the world. The marketing game needs to be stepped up, King.
Yeah, they do. But what they want to do is put the stuff inside the store so when they do market, people can go and know what they're going to get. See, it's not like PlayStation marketing to nobody because they don't have nothing in the store. Oh, like somebody going to wait for you. Nobody's waiting for you. Little man in the store, keep on marketing. Little man going to get sold. Keep on doing what you're doing, Sony. I love it. See you next month. Numbers come in.
Ridiculous. Matt Jimenez, $10 super chat. Quick question for the Lords. After a few episodes of Halo being released, How do you feel about the show? I am enjoying the show very much, regardless of the helmet drama. Let's get around quickly. Yes, no, Halo show. Love it, love it. Okay,
I love the
108.
helmet off too.
Okay,
I'm good
okay.
with it.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't got Addict to defend me, so I will refrain. But
I said I will not fight here.
yeah. I ain't got Addict to defend me. I'm leaving this alone. Shout out to Master Cheeks. Apollo Cooper, $5 super chat.
Oh my God.
Xbox was talking mad-ish when they showed off the Bethesda acquisition commercial. That was just so fire. Just wait until Activision arrives. He ready. Okay. So I think that is it. I think we got all in joint. Let me just make sure.
There was a
Help me out, brother. Help me out if I miss something.
there is a member, B. Lou, member for 8 months. Lords, salute to y'all. Keep killing it. And King, great hanging out with you on stream for the fights last night.
Thank you, brother. As you saw me reading and going in the chat, y'all didn't have to super chat. Y'all were just hanging out. We were just having a good time, and I do appreciate everybody that showed up.
Yo, they putting wooden chairs in the chat for Addict.
Yeah, facts.
And they said Addict sleep on his. They said Addict sleep on his stomach with the door open. I am. Yo, not lives. You cannot do my man like that.
Wow.
That is wild.
Man.
That is wild, disrespectful.
Whoa.
That was
Pause
my
on
boy
you.
Nine Lives that said that?
Yeah, not
man.
lives. You out of pocket.
man.
We might
Nine Lives, that's the homie, man.
we had to put you on timeout for that one.
Nah, lies. You a funny dude.
Shout out to what they're doing, but that's
man.
fine. And they got wooden chairs in the chat. They are wild. Smart and Go 17, £5 chat. We're gonna need one Will Smith for every PlayStation long box carrying nuts and bolts for PlayStation Plus. Y'all got robbed. Okay, and that's it. All right,
That was
so
funny. Hey,
that was funny. Y'all killed
was
it.
funny.
Yo, salute. Oh, one more last one. Heart Geek should need $5 super chat. Are the Lords planning to do anything with the community at PAX? Yes, pull up. Pull up. We will be at PAX East. We're going to give you that information in a minute. So if you're in Boston, pull up the Lords. 108 Dragon going to be in the building. We got the goons on deck. Don't you talk crazy. You better be respectful. Let me stop. we coming with peace. We coming with peace and gaming.
I don't know about all that. I come with the same energy you come with. You come with that wrong energy. You can definitely understand exactly what's going on.
No violence. We gonna have fun.
I don't know what energy you coming with. Your face looks wrong, you gonna catch it.
Anyway, salute to the realm for holding us down. Let's get this poll question to get out of here. The final thing to get out of here. New ILP LogNet Poll with the latest rumors of Project Tatanka being Halo Infinite's version of Battle Royale. How important do you think this mode is for Halo Infinite's long-term success? The choices are A, Halo Infinite needs to deliver on PC fixes, co-op, forge, and lack of content to improve their player count as first priority. B, Halo Infinite Battle Royale could be a huge boon to the player base as a popular game mode and gain a new generation of Halo fans who are not fans of arena shooters only. Or C, I don't care. It's a huge missed opportunity if skins for Master Chief's TV series aren't included. Shout out to all the people in the chat that's going to rock the vote. It is up on ILP, LordsGaming.net. Salute to the legendary 108 Dragon TV. Salute to the legendary Dirt Griggity taking time on an Easter Sunday. Salute to the legendary Wondering Dutch from the midweek mix-up, always holding me down if I need it. Appreciate you guys, man. This is love. I know it's Easter. I know everybody should be with their families, and some people partying the night before. Went away, but
Yo, listen, fight parties in New York is the best. You heard?
Listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Really, you have no idea. Y'all made this show so much more fun. Everybody, salute to Solve. Everybody, so let's do our outros. Let's get 108 first, because we gonna see him soon in a couple days.
You are.
And
Christmas
Boston.
came early, suckers.
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh, this is nice. Thank you.
That drip hitting different.
Nice.
That 108 drip hitting different.
Look. It matches my chain. Let's go. Let's get it.
108
You know how
is
to
ready.
stunt in New York.
Yeah, he ready. Let's go.
Thanks
Talk.
for having me. It was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Shout out to everybody that showed up in the chat. Y'all dudes, Dirt, Wandering Dutch, King, my brother. Cog, dude is always schooling me with something. And shout out to my man Cheeks. I love today's addict. Best addict ever, man.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Thanks for having me, man. You got that 108 Dragons TV channel, man. I appreciate y'all. That's where I'm at, man.
Let's
and
go.
We're gonna be live from PAX.
No doubt,
He
no
said
doubt.
when his camera's off, his name Cheeks.
Salute,
funny,
man.
man.
We gotta get that.
That's
Make sure
funny.
y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Put that channel. We gotta put that channel link up in there right quick.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
I didn't even know they had chairs for the chat. Where did they find this
I didn't
stuff?
even know about that
Yeah,
either.
they don't care.
You find all types of
They out of
emojis,
control.
man.
They loose,
Chairs is on
man.
fire.
They
It's
loose.
funny, bro.
So
That's
real quick,
hilarious.
just do me a favor, y'all. Hit my brother up, 108 Dragon TV. Links in the chat right
Greatly
now.
appreciate it,
Go
my guys.
subscribe to the channel. Dragon's Den. When's Dragon's Den, man? What's that podcast you do, man?
Every
When-
Saturday, baby, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We give you that good gaming knowledge, man. No bias over there. Just telling you what you need to know.
I like that. You already know I like that.
Raw, cut, and live, baby. That's how we do it.
You know I like that. Salute, man. You already
PG-13
know.
though.
PG-13. Yeah, we keeping it official. Keeping it official. You know what I'm saying?
No,
No
I only
doubt.
be messy on Dirt Channel. And my boy Ryan.
Yeah, you have fun on my channel, boy.
Speaking of which.
I love visiting there.
Speaking of
man
which, you gotta salute legendary Dirt Griggity. TTS, all that, you know what I'm saying? So look, man, where can the brothers find you? Again, thank you for holding us down. Talk to the people. Where can they find you, man?
Man, let me tell you guys something. I had a ball on the show, man. Man, you listen, you guys are hilarious, man. The chat was having a good time.
Oh, they
I
was.
enjoy myself, man. I enjoy myself. Y'all call adding cheeks, man. Hey.
Disrespectful.
Hey, shout out to Nine Lives. Say I just sleep on the stomach with the door open, man. Hey.
That was wild.
That's wild, crazy.
That's funny, man. Shout out to Nine Lives. I be seeing them in my chat too. No, guys, appreciate the invite, man. It was a lot of fun. Check out my channel, Dirt Griggity. You know, I actually, you know, it's funny. I actually did a little solo hour podcast by myself this morning. I wanted to do it after my boy Noof Nukem, but before you guys.
Yeah.
So I was able to do that. And then Lil Attic hit me up. I'm like, of course, man. You know, I'm not doing
appreciate you.
anything.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. You know, my podcast, WBG Xbox Podcast, is
Putting it
on
in the
Mondays.
channel.
No,
I
thank
put
you,
in the
man.
channel. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Shout out to me. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're messy. We're messy over there. We are biased.
You give it a disclaimer. Okay. I like that. You like. Just
Unlike
so
my-
all the
we are
fans of
biased.
Iron Lord, please understand it's a different energy over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a different energy. Unlike my boy 108, we are biased. We're not PG-13. We're definitely rated R. And we know we have a lot of fun over there. And also shout out my boy Sean 786 podcast. Me and him do a podcast on Fridays on his channel called TTS Xbox Podcast. So we just have a lot of fun, man. But thank you guys for the invite. Oh man, I had a great time.
No doubt, you already know. Salute, and of course, we'd be remiss if we did not mention the homie, my European brother, Wondering Dutch of the Midweek Mix-Up Podcast. Tell the fine people where they can find you. And again, thank you for holding us down, brother. It's fun to have you and to get some perspective.
Yeah, no problem. Always a pleasure to be here. And obviously, if you ever use a short, I'll be free to jump in.
Appreciate you, brother.
But yeah, you can find me in about 1 hour actually, with Special Nick on the Midweek
Xbox Era.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. what y'all doing?
And then on Wednesday again, we've got Insipid Ghost from Xbox Expansion Pass.
Okay.
And of course, on the weekend coming after that, we have the Indie Showcase.
That's right.
Indie Showcase 2022 with yourself,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
We've got Pong and Steel, Kia Sante. We've got the Thistledew Gaming, Boxing Burger, Malvern Speculation, Mr. Boomstick XL, Bango Mango, Duncan
It
from
is.
Gamers Watch, Ains from Season Gaming, and Flap from Green Pass
Man.
Gaming.
Brother.
And then, of course, special guest Aaron Greenberg.
Oh, let's get it. When it dropping? When it Greedy's on it. Oh, this is fire. Listen, man. Salute the Wondering Dutch. I'm putting his information. Subscribe to the Wondering Dutch channel. Again, YouTube's in there. Make sure y'all hit that up. And salute to you, because one thing I really respect what you guys do keeping indie games alive, really promoting the culture. You know, these smaller games that don't get enough time. And, you know, whenever I do have time to try to help you out, do a little drop for y'all, record a little, you know what I'm saying? I try to help out because it's important. And you guys are getting spotlight to the right things. I love seeing the growth over there. Shout out to the whole team. Shout your team out, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout the team out, the whole squad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we've got such a stretching team now because obviously I've got the collective. But yeah, so the midweek mix-up. So obviously Sean Ballon, Patcher.
I like his name,
Irwin,
Sean Ballon. So like Dawn
Roxanne,
Alone, Sean Ballon. I like that. That's a fly dude right there. By the way, Sean Ballon.
You know what I'm saying?
You know he got silk levers. And, you know what I'm saying? Man, he got the Wallies. He got that Sean Ballon.
He said he got silk leathers. I'm done. Man, give me a piece of that material.
I just like that name, son. That name is fire, man. His aura is different, Sean Ballon. Continue.
Different aura.
Shout out to the rest of the team, though. Forza, Orin, and went out
see
there.
his aura.
His aura is ill.
Hurtog's been, of course, let's not forget Hurtog. He's always a funny character.
Yes.
Then we've got, of course, like I mentioned, we've got the massive collective. So we've got several podcasts underneath our wings at the moment as well. Including Live and Split Screen, so Pong and Steel.
Those are the
including
homies.
Gamers Watch podcast.
Nice.
Including Talk Story from Hawaii.
Talk Story, yes. Mango and them. I forget. It was Hawaiian Brothers, yes.
Awesome guys. Of General C, 101 Decision. We'll probably be adding a few more later on this year, but yes, 6 or 7 different creators as well. In there.
It's like European Bad Boy Records over there. What's
everybody? The European Death Row.
Take that.
All in the video.
All in the video. Dutch, all in the video. Nah, salute to you.
Dutch in the video.
They gonna rebel at you. You decided to make podcasts, Dutch. Nah, salute to you, brother, man. It's cool to see what's going on, man. I love it. Again, it's all about gaming, all about the passion shines through. And again, appreciate y'all, man. It was love. A lot of fun today. Let's get a couple of super chats that we do got to run. Not Dutch. Anybody can help me yet if I missed anything. I got Hargeet. I think I got Apollo Cooper, $2 super chat. Kratos loves the kids. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I think, let's see, Ty, Casares? $3. You missed the super chat. I hope I got it. Hopefully I got that joy. That's our Halo TV show again. Be selling that positive crack. Okay. Oh wow. I see what you just did there. I caught that. I see what you just did there. I think we are good. Look, everybody, unless anybody got anything else, enjoy your Sunday. Happy Easter, y'all. Again, for rocking with us. Over 600 guys in there. All right, just for the record, so we know we pay the business. The Lords will not be here next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The Lords will be traveling to PAX. We'll be there giving you guys exclusive coverage, interviews. Nice. We got some fire games lined up. You have no idea. Also, check out 108 Dragons channel as well. He's going to be there. He's going to be doing a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? Media is in the building, and this is what we do. You know what I mean? So we're going to try to get you guys a lot of exclusive coverage.
Eyes locked on lordsofgaming.net. Keep your eyes locked on it. The YouTube channel is going to be popping off.
Lordsofgaming.net. Bring off. Yeah, we got things cooking, and it's exciting to be at a convention once again, and we're starting to see some things. So go check that out.
And see me in public. The streets.
Yeah, relax, killer.
I was going to say, King, if y'all out in Boston and y'all at PAX, pull up and say hello.
No, definitely do that.
Pull up.
Twitter ain't outside. Don't be coming at me.
We coming with a positive movement.
You sit there with this.
No Hayachi face dudes.
Don't have Hayachi face.
Be respectful.
Turn King into Jamaican Ryan.
Yes, exactly. Be respectful. We were respectful back. But now look, it's gonna be late, and again, check out for the channel. We're super excited, super pumped. There's gonna be a lot of content coming, and then what we're gonna try to do. Last thing I want to say is that Saturday, if we're able to, we may give you guys a pre-recorded or a live show on a Saturday. So we'll see how it works out schedule-wise to give y'all something for, obviously not going to be there
I'm
live
be
on
too
Sunday.
tired. You won't
Yeah,
see
because
me.
we're traveling back on Sunday, y'all. So that's what it is. So look, everybody, happy Easter. Enjoy your day. That's all I got. We are out of here. Peace.
Peace.
you